I don't know what we starting with.
Comic View. Are you gonna watch Comic View when it comes back on?
I didn't know anything about it because I don't watch BET. But that's where it came from, right? That Comic
View was on BET, yes, correct.
Nah, I'm not watching nothing on BET outside of maybe the awards and Wild 'N Out. I did watch Wild 'N Out. There you go again. Check it out.
I have to make sure that the red dot is on. Yeah, you see the red dot on my camera?
I do see it.
Just my mic.
Ain't no fucking wire in it, so I didn't think I needed it.
Doesn't matter, man.
I didn't watch. I just watched Wild 'N Out. I got back into it.
New episode because of the death of his wife?
No, not because of that.
Now?
No, because it went back to like the old school shit.
After the death of the girl?
Still not talking about her. I'm talking about why. That's not why I'm watching it. That has nothing to do with her or DC.
Sympathy views.
That has nothing to do with either one of those people.
Okay.
It's back. I hated it when it went to old school versus new school because it's nobody on new school you care about.
Oh, they changed the format?
Yeah, they had changed the format.
It's not black versus red anymore?
It's back to that. They had
platinum team, black team?
Yeah, it went back to that. So they had like Cat Williams and Hanging with Mr. Cooper. I don't know if you remember that.
I know his name.
Oh, okay.
And
it's
Tim White or something like that, eh?
Mark Irvin. Tim White. Who the fuck is that?
It's a wrestler.
Paul White. You thinking about the Big Show?
The referee, man. Tim White.
Oh, okay. You say he's a wrestler.
Referee. He was. Failed wrestlers are referees.
I don't ever remember Tim White wrestling. Maybe I missed it. But anyway, no. You gonna watch Comic View?
Maybe. Did you see the lineup?
I did not. I don't even remember the format to Comic View, bro.
A host and the people come out. So for the first episode, Mike Epps will be the host. You have, looks like, Tommy Lee Davidson. You got T.I., you got DC Young Fly, and 2 unnamed women and an unknown man.
Tommy Lee Davidson. Who the fuck is Tommy Lee Davidson?
Oh, man.
Is this the motherfucker from
Yep, the bartender. She was serving them drinks. That's his funniest shit. When he did that Shaq comedy shit he was on there, he goes, Gigante!
Now, I might watch that first one just because of that cast, but I really don't got time to be watching T.I. try to tell jokes. I don't want to see it.
T.I. is pretty funny as well.
Okay.
Do you have any up and coming?
What the fuck you seen T.I. do? Tell me where you see it. Where did you see T.I. do?
He not did anything.
I'm talking about stand up.
His TV show, Family Hustle, he does stand up comedy all the time. He's a funny guy.
He actually on stage doing stand up.
No, but just in his regular life.
No, that's not what I'm asking.
It's the same shit. That's the
it's
same
not
shit.
the same shit.
Same shit.
I could be hilarious
Something
off
funny.
camera. I can't stand in front of a group of people and tell jokes.
But if you got stage presence, which he has because he's a rapper, and if you know how to tell a story, which he does.
Have you watched any of his stand up?
I haven't, but I'm assuming
all right,
it's
so don't
pretty
speak
funny.
on it.
I'm assuming it's pretty funny.
You're a joke. You're a joke, man.
Are you looking?
You're a fucking joke.
Would you watch it if they had Chicago edition, Funny Marco, Skinbone, all those other people that be on?
No, I don't want to see them tell stand up jokes. I want to see them do skits.
Drewski, all those people.
Drewski, no.
These are the people who's gonna be on Comic View. I mean,
I don't want to see them.
Chris Tucker, Cat Williams, everybody came through Comic View back in the day, in the 90s. Everybody.
It ain't the same.
12 a.m., 1 a.m. is all you used to watch Comic View.
These niggas not funny.
Okay. So you don't think it's gonna work?
I'm gonna watch that one.
The first one.
Yeah.
The inaugural.
I can't wait to see T.I. I can't wait to talk about. Where does the show? Where does it air?
I didn't see it. I don't know.
Oh my god.
You do some fucking research, guy. I don't have any other.
This nigga gonna say coming soon.
It's coming soon.
I thought I was gonna be able to give feedback on the next episode.
Oh no, probably within a couple of months.
Oh, if it's a couple of months, I'm gonna forget about it. You have to remind me. I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not gonna watch it. No chance. Comic View has no chance.
You don't think it's so? Do you think the show has no chance in this day and age, in this climate, in terms of comics, because there's not a lot of good young up and coming comics, or do you just think that it's like an outdated format and way of doing comedy? Because everybody's moving to skits now.
The other side, I think it's because it's cable television. For one,
it could be some streaming. Probably. It's probably gonna be BET Plus.
It's something you gotta pay for. Most people are not gonna pay for that shit. You know, I'm not gonna pay to watch a rebooted show that failed and is
It didn't fail.
Why did it end?
It just ran its course after like 10 years.
All right, ran its course. This doesn't have a chance to get any traction if it's not going to be like, if you can't access it through YouTube or things like streaming
So you want it for
platforms.
free, basically.
Yeah, you need to. That's what they should have started
For
with,
free?
like, yeah,
Put it on BET for free
yeah.
to bring back people to watch.
BT,
Don't put it on BET Plus.
nah.
Do you think shows are failing because they go on the streaming route versus just putting it on regular TV?
No, I don't think it's because of the stream. I think it's people's attention spans, and it's all about what you look for. Like, it's we prime example. I don't know if you do the same thing. You come home, you have a certain thing that you're looking for to watch. So it could be several things. Comic view could be right at the top. You be like, but I want to see something else. I'm not. You have so many options and things at your disposal. You're not forced to wait a week for something unless it's like a show that you've invested a lot of time into. Like a show like Comic View, something that's trying to get.
Okay, maybe not for you. Comic View would probably be not good, but for younger people, your kids.
Nah, they don't got the attention span. That's what I'm
16,
saying.
so between the ages of 16 to 25, you don't think that'd be?
No, they don't got the attention span to sit there and watch that. Like, and that's what. And now, if you asking if it's outdated, the format for that age group, then I would say absolutely yes. I don't think that they're more so like skits, program shit. Like,
So would you think Comic View would be? This is for us or for the new school?
I think it's more for like our generation. Because if it's for new school, it doesn't have a chance.
I was right about Just Hilarious basically being a
Whore?
Oh,
my bad. I thought you were saying she was a whore.
I don't know about that. She's had a boyfriend. She's in a relationship. About her being a replacement for Angela, she's always on the Breakfast Club, so you know she's gonna be all over this Comic View stage.
But I be seeing some other woman who up there that be kind of like not doing a rumor report, but she talking about the news and shit. I was thinking that she's maybe replacing Angela Yee, but then they do shit like from the hotel. It's like it's so different now.
Rotating guys,
Yeah, like nah. Just Hilarious, she could try, but I don't even think it's the same like
We don't give a shit about
personality.
It's okay, man. We ain't gotta stick on it. You don't care.
What?
You don't fucking care about Comic View.
You the one went to motherfucking Breakfast Club to watch Just Hilarious. I really don't care about Comic View.
I went to her because I'm pretty sure she's gonna be on there. So I'm saying, are you looking forward? She's probably gonna be one of the people that's be on there a lot.
No one's gonna care.
Her, T.I., DC Young Fly, Chico Bean. They're probably just gonna bring everybody from Wild 'N Out.
Yeah, but you can't keep throwing T.I. on there. T.I., stop inserting yourself into this. You trying to get your third career jump started by hijacking this platform, T.I.
He's a comedian.
This is a hijack. No.
He's been a comedian for the better part of 2 years.
And no one cares.
Who's no one?
Like,
You not
there's
in-
no traction.
But you're not in a comedian to comedy.
Nobody's talking about T.I. like that.
Oh, do you check for it?
I've seen it.
Do you check for the comedian?
I've seen him be made a mockery of.
But do you go to the comedy Reddit pages and see what
You
people-
should have to. If somebody's a red hot comedic
Why do you
release,
He's not red hot. There's nobody saying he's red hot.
is he potential?
He's good.
No, he's T.I. He should already have 3 legs up on the next person.
How?
He T.I.
Just based off name identity.
Right. That's what he doing.
Based off name identity, that's gonna get people into the building, but it's not gonna make you any better. That's why Lil Wayne podcast.
That's why he got to
trash.
perform. I don't know what you say.
It
That.
was. It was bad. It was bad. Nobody want to see Wayne interview people. It's not what you want to see. But it's the truth.
Now see,
More
let me show you what we did for that. Hold on.
It's people that got less name identity that will be better at podcasting.
I'm gonna show you what we did for that.
I.e. Joe Budden.
Listen, I'm gonna show you what we did for that. Cause I agree. I didn't listen to Lil Wayne's part. I don't want to hear that shit.
Because you're not a true fan or supporter.
All right, say what you gotta say. It just wasn't good.
Okay.
It didn't hold my interest. So like in this interview, it wasn't really like an interview. You know what I'm saying? Now I heard that Skip trying to get him in a more give him a role with what is this shit called? First things first?
Undisputed?
First things first. I'm high. Undisputed, right? Like Wayne knows shit about sports, but like just as I'm a fan, That's what I'm saying. I'm a fan. I'm not a dick rider. So you're a dick rider. So like when your when your celebrities and they do things, you just fucking you in the fucking crowd like this, pumping your fist, everything they do, even if it's bad, you still just like, yeah, I'm a fan. It's a dick rider. If it's bad, it's bad.
You don't know if it's bad. You never heard it.
What?
T.I. stand up.
I'm talking about Wayne. That's about me right now.
Right.
But I know T.I.'s bad. I saw clips of it. I'm like, that's not funny, T.I.
Of course, they're gonna put the bad clips up.
No, it wasn't.
Makes him not say funny. Did they put up his whole bit? Did they put up the whole 30 minutes he's on stage?
No, nobody would have watched it. I'm pretty sure they just chopped up like a 3-minute when they thought it was his best material. And it didn't deliver. And you like, sir, take them little neck braids. And
That's what she said.
Didn't deliver, guy.
Hey, listen. I really become a fan, sidebar, of Mason Cameron's pod. You know what I'm saying? Do you watch any of it?
No.
See, why not? Why not?
Ignorant, corny.
It's not ignorant.
Black shit.
All right, see, that's the thing. So they do like the pause and shit. It's the same thing. It's just sports. And they talking their shit. So I tell you one.
Low hanging fruit.
It's because your dick riding Joe Budden.
Low hanging
That's
fruit.
why.
No,
Listen.
It's low hanging fruit.
All right, so look, I'll tell you this one.
Jordan Poole's a munch.
All right, so look, I'm gonna tell you what. Listen. Hey, that's not why he said he's a munch. It's like because he paid that $5,000 right, and you've been performing horribly. That's not what it was.
Slap of the knee.
All right, so I tell you one. Did you see the one about Pet Bev?
No.
So they said,
I better bust out laughing. Just go ahead.
"You're not." I'm just telling you, like it's the dynamic. Where I'm just saying, like it was hilarious to me. I liked it. So you could not like it because you want to fucking dick ride joke. It wasn't a joke. So they said Pat Bev was saying he wouldn't fuck or get no pussy while he was on. Let me not misquote it because I'm not accurate on what it stemmed from. Hold on, but Pat Bev, it was something along the lines he was saying it was either a playoff series or when he on the road, he don't try to get any pussy because he stay focused on the game. And they was like, bro, you on the road, get you some pussy. You can get you some pussy, and Pat Bev didn't like that. So he came back and he was like, yeah, I don't know, that was crazy what they was talking about, and he kind of like sneak dissed them. So Cameron came on the next episode and he was like, let me take this time to say, hey, Pat Bev, you know what I'm saying? I'm a fan. I wasn't dissing you, I was just saying you can get some pussy. And Mace interrupted like how we would be sitting here and I'm not comparing it, but I'm just saying the dynamic. Normally it's Cameron who's being the one that's like abrasive and gonna just tell it like it is, and Mace is being more reserved.
Pass.
But no, because if they saying Paul shit, he funny too. So that's why it's funny because Mace says this. So while Cameron is going on the whole soliloquy about why he didn't mean to be offensive, Mace is like, what the fuck you talking about, killer? You know what I'm saying? He was like, nah, man, I don't even like the way you talking right now. He was like, Pat Bev, you wildin'. He was like, you think you from Chicago? He was like, he thinks he from Chicago? What is he talking about? And then he was like, he didn't like Alpo. He was like, I'd rather be like, I wouldn't be like Mitch. Some shit where he said something about Alpo. He'd rather go out like Alpo. But then Cameron was like, you know what? You're right. I do feel out of character to sit up and say that. Fuck that. Look, Pat Bev, what I'm saying is you should have got you some pussy. And then you couldn't see Mace just kept handing off the camera. He was like, Pat Bev, you crazy, you wildin', choke you out. He was like, choke you out. Like, he was like, you wildin', I choke you out. You kept seeing his hands in the fucking camera. He was saying like, Pat Bev, I'll choke you out. Telling the grown man, you crazy, I'll choke you out. Then Cameron was like, nah, we trying to be professional. And he was just like, nah, you wildin'. He was like, you telling you want to die like Alpo in front of the precinct? It's a lot of, you have to see the dynamic of them and him explaining it. For you to see it, I guarantee you would laugh at it. Telling the grown man he gonna choke him out. That wasn't meant to be funny. I'm telling you why I enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's more so like, it's a comedy, it's a show.
It's a skit.
It ain't a skit. Because when Brandon Marshall was up there, and they were talking about sports.
Skit.
But he was like, Brandon Marshall, he was like, yeah, you insert, he's like Chris Paul, you insert him, he insert the D. Then he was like, he just kept saying more shit. They was looking at it like, Paul, sir, you ain't seen the one with Jason Williams? But he was talking about like booty bandits and all that, and the camera was like, pause. He kept talking, he was like, pause, sir. He's like, when you say things like that on my show, you have to say pause. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's just funny, man. It's funny and they know knowledge about what they talking about with sports. You know what I'm saying? So you can sit up here and keep watching Joe Budden sit with his fucking feet crossed and want to lean back and act like he higher, all high and mighty. You know what I'm saying? Like, but a lot of the things they do say about him is true. Like, don't hate on the next motherfucker. You already superior. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you gotta sneak this?
Sneak this in. Cam started. He didn't say nothing.
You just said they went on fucking Joe Budden's show,
Nori
dropping subs.
Nori did that.
And Joe was instigating. I saw it.
But he didn't say anything.
All right, man. Cause he was acting like he was above it. I'm above it. These niggas, I'm not talking about these niggas.
That's fine.
You know what I'm saying? So like, don't hate. What you hate for?
How did I hate but not addressing it?
All right.
Instead of you addressing Nori, you address Nori, then you address me.
Cause it's probably some more internal shit
It could be.
that we don't know with those guys.
You addressing me for I
You know
didn't
what I'm
address
saying?
you.
Cause you pussy and I know it. I know you pussy, Joe. So watch your mouth. That's what you really want to say to him.
According to him, Cameron pussy.
All right, well, of course.
I mean, who do you believe?
I don't think either one of them are
You
pussy.
believe the imagery?
You just heard what I said.
Okay.
I'm not saying Joe Budden is pussy. I don't think he pussy. I seen him chase niggas down the street. Running like the fucking T-1000. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't think Joe Budden is pussy.
Oh, that's a Cameron major joke to tell me.
What?
The Rock chasing kids with a rock.
They didn't say
That's
that.
a joke they make though.
They didn't stoop down his level.
Low hanging fruit. That's all.
That's crazy.
Low hanging fruit.
That's crazy, man. That's what you think. It's not like that though. I think it's gonna get better.
You gonna watch this new TV show too?
Oh,
It is what it is with Cameron talk show.
that's what I'm talking about. It is what it is.
Well, what's it? No, he got a talk show coming out.
I'm not watching no
Chilling
talk
with
show.
Cameron or some shit like
No,
that.
I'm not watching no talk show.
Would you think he's good on this? You wouldn't watch him?
I think Cameron and Mace have great chemistry and they have personality.
With Cameron on his own, you wouldn't watch that show? With guests?
Depends. Because he has a personality. Cameron always been funny.
True.
Like, so that's what I'm saying. Like, for nothing else, so it's the same thing. They're like, you niggas just sitting there talking. Y'all ain't talking about shit. Like, people could be viewing us the same way.
They probably
Immature.
do.
Right, but
You have your preference. Everybody got their preference.
that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying, you will look at it, you gonna go into it
I'm not
with malice already because Joe Budden.
Why
You're
do
not
you keep
giving it a
playing out
chance.
like I'm part of this team?
That's what you act.
No.
You're not giving it a chance. I thought the same thing.
I don't give a lot of things a chance because it just looks like I shouldn't give it a chance.
I thought the same thing.
I mean, you let me know it's good.
Yeah, I didn't say it's good. I said it's not bad as it's they have good chemistry and they funny. Sometimes I'll tell you when they laugh and it's like they laughing like kids. Like, but it's no different than when we sitting here giggling and grinning and shit. Motherfuckers like, it's not that funny. It's fucking hilarious to us.
You gotta be in the moment.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
So you gotta be in the moment for that shit.
I'm just saying, give it a chance.
Okay.
Give it a watch. You know what I'm saying?
Did you watch Keke Palmer?
Getting sung to with her ass out?
How do you feel about the situation?
Which part of the situation?
The entire situation. Do you feel there's anything that she did wrong in that situation?
See,
Do
the
you
way,
think Usher should keep his hands off with people's girls?
no. There ain't nobody hit him in his mouth yet, so let him keep doing it. He gonna
Somebody
keep
hit him
doing
in
it.
his mouth.
They said that wasn't true with Chris Brown.
Chris Brown hit him in his mouth.
They said it wasn't true. But if that's the case, if Chris Brown did, I bet you he won't be singing another Chris Brown bitches. You know what I'm saying? But to answer your question, now, with the industry that they're in, with the, I'm trying to put it in the context of who she is.
Cause Sweetie just was up there.
Sweetie's a whore. And it is either more verified when I heard about her and 6ix9ine and how 6ix9ine had videos of her sucking his dick and all kind of shit showing academics after Quavo. She's just a money whore. Little baby, like, so Sweetie.
Excuse me?
Absolutely.
Is this true?
This is true.
How do you know? Did you see the video?
Academics don't lie. He ain't gonna put nothing out there like that. Because he got, you know what I'm saying?
I didn't see
integrity.
that. When did this happen? When did he say all
I'll
this?
send it to you.
Okay.
I'll send it to you. You missing a lot of stuff, man.
So she fucked 6ix9ine after Quavo?
Yes. She's involved. It's a lot of, he'd be like, it's a lot of bitches that was fucking with 6ix9ine and he got them there. He like, that's why he was popping shit like that. Like he got old boy bitch, the little Hispanic singer, rapper, whoever he is. he got his bitch now. That's what he do. When he went after Chief Keef, old baby mama, you be like, we don't care about these hoes, but that's what he do. You know what I'm saying? And put them on video, and they degrading themselves. You know, so like Sweetie, I'm not surprised by Sweetie being up there. Keke Palmer acted the exact same way you would expect her to act. In her mind, there probably was no malice behind it. It was innocent in that industry field.
What do you mean expected to act?
What you mean? Like
She act how you expected her to act?
no, she got personality. She's not like.
Chicago, right?
I think she is, but she got like personality, and she not just more so like a. She know how to have a good time. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see her doing anything disrespectful. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Not what she's wearing disrespectful, but then they like you say, they entertainers, they actors, they all kinds of things. So it's in the moment. You know what I'm saying? There's no like I saw when they put up the shit with when Beyonce was and Terrence Howard was sitting in the chair and shit like that. Like in that industry, they do all kinds of weird shit like that. Like I watch Lala and whoever. I can never watch my woman be on TV simulating a love scene with someone. Like I'm shallow like that. So they accept those things.
So you like that guy that tweeted out that response?
No. I'm saying. Hold on, let me get to it. I'm more shallow than that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Where I'm like, it's unacceptable. But if I'm with Keke Palmer, and this is who she's already been, then like, what can I really say? I can say it to you. I'm pretty sure I've said it before. But if she still showed up dressed that way, obviously my words have no merit. So you just beat the dead horse at this point. Or it has been acceptable. It just got unacceptable once you were embarrassed by her being entertained by Usher.
Now, your woman can wear a bikini, but only in a setting where a bikini is appropriate, correct?
I would prefer my woman not to wear a bikini. I would prefer her to wear that with shit with the thing wrapped around it.
But let women can wear, because it seems like she just had on some a thong.
I thought it was like boy shorts or something. Well, yeah, anyway, her ass, you can see her ass.
Yeah, she had on a thong with a see-through dress.
Unacceptable.
So since she had on a bikini and with a see-through dress. So it's like she's going to the beach, that attire would be appropriate.
Not for me.
I'm just
saying,
for most.
Right. For most.
She going to the beach,
when you put it that way, that's what I'm saying. You seen her in that light. So if she posed for a magazine and shit, you seen her that way. So that's what I'm saying. That's what the difference is. Like what she's wearing. If you've already seen her in that light, we've seen Keke Palmer's ass before. Like so, that's not the problem. The problem is like you can't turn around after the fact and then say, "Well, you're a mother now. You shouldn't dress like that." That's a problem. That's a conversation y'all should have been had at home already. So the fact that she showed up like that, are y'all not together? Is she just out on the road and you at home with the kid and she hit the stage? You know what I'm saying? Like,
do you think women should dress differently once they have kids?
I think women should dress differently, period, whether they got kids or not.
But once you become
a mother, I don't want to say the way you dress.
Because my follow-up is,
I think it's the way you should carry yourself different.
Fathers don't dress differently after y'all have kids.
How the fuck we supposed to dress?
Where's your blazer?
Nah, that's different. That's different. That's different.
Where's your slacks?
That's different.
Show your man what a respectable working man looks
like.
I give you. If you want her to look like a respectable working woman, then where's you doing?
No, we didn't say respectable working woman. A woman carries herself with a little bit of respect. With a little class. So what you would say is, as a father, we would want you to put your hat on, wear it straight, pull your pants up on your ass. Right. You see what I'm saying? So
take off all that costume jewelry.
I don't wear costume jewelry.
I'm talking about.
No, I'm like, but yeah, in that sense, where you like, why you still have a grill at 40?
Right.
Take the grill out. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You can still wear jewelry and things of that nature.
Sounds disturbing.
No, that's different. At 40. No, that's different because music is music.
You got no room in the back of your car for the tricycle, the car seat.
That shit's not going in the back of the car anyway.
It could.
Get you a truck.
It could. You have one. And what did you do with your trunk space?
I still have my third row is available.
Okay.
I have a spot for my
kids. If you got your girl and the kids and all the other things, you can't push the seat.
We all fit in there. Yes, we do. It's a 7-seater. All 7 can fit. Excuse me.
Access granted.
No, it's a 7-seater.
Okay.
So like,
you got 7 kids.
I don't have 7
So
kids.
when they all sitting in there and you need the trunk space, who said they got to lap up? Because you got speakers in that.
Nobody can fit back there. What are you talking? You said if I got groceries,
Yeah, you got groceries.
they gonna go on the floor. They can still fit.
Tricycle.
That's not going in my vehicle. You're not putting a tricycle in there.
Go to the park.
Well, guess what I can
Go
do?
to the park and TJ want to take his.
No, let me slide this chair over here. I can put this on the top, put the bikes up there. That's what this for. It's a fucking bike rack. I took it off of my truck because I don't need it. So we'll just put it right there. But
You done put it back. Could you put it back if your kids wanted to go for a bike ride tomorrow?
yeah, I just put it on top.
Just snap right in.
Snap it in here.
Easy to do, huh?
Yeah, it's simple.
DIY.
Do it yourself. Then open up one of these. This nigga. Listen. I think my speaker hooked up to the speaker too, but all of that shit wouldn't be going in my truck in the first place. But music is different.
Back to Kiki.
Yeah, music is different than the way you dress. So like I say, to be fair, the equivalence to a woman bearing ass and carry themselves with a little more respect and class would be if the father is still wearing pants off their ass, hats cocked, oversized clothes, I guess.
So what could a Kiki Palmer have done differently besides wear different clothes? Do you think the only thing was the clothes? Was it the twirl? Was it the caressing of Usher? Was it how she was dancing with him? Was it all? Was it everything she
Did she grind on him?
I think she just like rubbed his head and stuff like that.
Nah, I ain't see. Now, see, I didn't see all that. All I saw was her like spin like that and looked at him and she was singing. Now she was rubbing all on his head and shit like that.
She was in the moment.
You out of line. Oh, ain't no moment. You out of
But
line.
I'm just saying, like, is everything she did, like the spin and all that, was all that bad? Or
No,
was it
now
just
if
the
she was, if it was a lot of touching and shit like that, like now if he spent her and they did the little dance, now if he spinning her and looking at her ass and all that, which I think he did,
Of course you would.
she wore that. Yeah, I'ma do it. You put that energy out there. Usher ain't wrong. He wrong, but he a nigga. That's what niggas do. So like now, if she's engaging, he didn't say that though. I thought he said you're a mother now. You
I'm
shouldn't.
asking you, what could she have done? Is it only the clothes, or is everything she did?
It's the contact.
That's what I'm
So like
asking.
if he was singing to her, and he just spun her around and her ass wasn't out. I mean, there's nothing malicious. He's singing to her. They
You
performers.
still have some.
They performers.
But would you have a problem with it?
Yes, I wouldn't even. I would have a problem from the jump.
So with him coming up to your girl and just grabbing her hand and twirling around and she fully clothed, you got a problem.
Why you touching her?
Okay, got it.
That's what I'm telling you.
Okay.
Now, if I'm the nigga, if I'm on stage now I'm gonna see Usher. Me and Usher got to talk when I see him. He in the same industry with him, right?
I think so.
Well, if he probably seemed like a bitch. See, Nick, listen. Let me tell you this. Let me say this to you, man. I'm gonna say this to you. Don't ever let social media or bitch ass niggas make you feel like you less of a man for addressing a nigga that make you feel that embarrass you. Yeah, you can't whoop the bitch. You can't beat her up. You can't be mad at her. Mm-hmm. But the nigga knew who you was. He didn't give a fuck, right? So don't let nobody make you feel shallow or make you feel like you a lame or make you feel like you what they say, tender dick. That's what they say. You tender dick. Because that's your bitch. That's your woman, bro. And another nigga is swirling her around, looking at her ass, singing to her. Now she's engaging. He ain't wrong. So I can be mad at her, but I still can see you too, bro. You know, I want you to know, hey, I had a problem with that. Mm-hmm. You think a motherfucker did that to Tiny? T.I.? What the fuck T.I. say? He'll be like, I don't care, bro. He gonna come see him. They don't call him a bitch ass nigga though. They gonna say he light skinned. Maybe they'll say that. That's what I'm saying. It's the dynamic.
I think it's only if. So I would say, are you gonna let the pressure from the outside world gas you up to say something or do something that you yourself may not have an issue with? Because I think in the situation with T.I., that's what will happen. There may be videos and stuff coming out, and then you would have people in the comments or the shade room or somebody trying to blow it up and make it into something that is not, with a comment and the caption and everything. So as you being the man, you may have to address it or say something just because you in the public light. But you may not give a fuck about it. That's how I look at the T.I. shit. I look at the situation where any man that's comfortable in their relationship not gonna have nothing to say about it because they probably don't care. But those people that's not so secure and not so comfortable are gonna be the ones that have something to say or have some type of pushback or something like that.
Well, I think T.I. is comfortable in his relationship, but then I also think that he still will address it because it's disrespect. Now, 50.
But I'm saying, like, you said disrespect. He did the same thing to Joe Budden girl. Only thing difference is Joe Budden girl didn't spin around doing tour. But Joe Budden was sitting right there. So it's a difference.
He liked that shit.
So if his girl.
He like bondage and things like that.
No. So
not bondage.
No.
Not bondage.
No.
He likes, what's the other shit?
He doesn't. That's what I'm saying. Like, you making a joke, but he doesn't.
What did he do?
He said on the podcast, they like, it's a difference because he was sitting right there. So if he wasn't right there and his girl did that, he would feel the same type of way if she did the twirl and the spin. He'd be mad and everything like that. So
what's the difference between him sitting there?
But he's saying when he was there, that didn't happen. There's the respect there. There's the respect from Usher, the respect from his girl to not do that. I'm just gonna stand up, give you a little engagement, and then I'm gonna sit back down. Versus Keke Palmer, who stood up, gave you the engagement, gave you the spin, gave you the extra stuff on there. He said if his girl put the extra stuff on there while he wasn't there, he would feel the same type of way. He would be mad.
Well, why is Joe Budden sitting there and allowing Usher to sing to his bitch?
What's wrong with that?
I'm asking why.
Because that's what he does, that's what he does. He walks through, and who's ever sitting in that little area that he walks through,
he just grabbed Joe Budden bitch and just did it.
He did.
And Joe Budden was just like, what was respect? Because it ain't respect because you just grabbed my bitch.
He dapped Joe Budden up first, and then he looked at Joe Budden and said, and Joe Budden said, "Go ahead."
Oh, okay. So he gave him the approval.
But even if what's the problem? Are you that insecure as a man?
I am.
That no other man can touch your woman? So if you take your woman to see Keith Sweat or one of these motherfuckers and they grab her hand and try to sing to a serenader, you slapping her hand down?
I'm supposed to be okay with that? I'm never gonna be okay with that. You can't make me feel bad about not being okay with that. It's another nigga singing to your bitch.
So if you take your girl to see
her
favorite
T-Pain,
singer,
let's say T-Pain.
her favorite, he's her favorite singer, and he's singing. He looking, y'all sitting in the front row. He starts singing to her.
He can sing.
Sprung. He sing "I'm Sprung" to her and grab her hand.
Don't touch her. Don't touch her. I'm right here.
Now you got smoke after that.
We got smoke now. Yeah, don't touch her. It's disrespect. I'm right here.
What's the disrespect?
I'm a nigga. You a nigga. You ain't gonna go under no bitch page that got a nigga because you a nigga with respect.
So if he asks you like, can I touch your lady?
I'm like, nah. I'm gonna tell him no. I'm gonna tell you no. The fuck you wrong with you? Yes, be mad at me. So what? Yeah, if you finna say and do that shit, fuck, sneak and do it.
So what's more embarrassing? The way that you will handle the situation, which
it's not embarrassing at all.
Which is so to the woman. So me as a woman, I'm sitting here, I'm your
Go
woman,
ahead.
and you say no to T-Pain or Chris Brown.
She better. She
make
get
it
embarrassed.
You gonna make it awkward now. With all the cameras around and stuff, if that gets out, like, look at this insecure ass nigga.
Yeah.
You that's option A. Option B is you standing there, and according to you can have a dumb face look on your face.
Yeah, I guess you cool. Oh, he a confident nigga. He confident.
And you gonna be standing there.
I don't care what y'all saying.
You standing there with a dumb look on your face.
Yeah.
So that's
eat my ass alive.
you gonna
Pause. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, bro. That shit sitting there
Why'd you say
eating
that?
away.
Why'd you say that?
Because that's what's happening.
In certain pause moments, you gotta say, why'd you say that? You eat my ass alive.
Hey, look.
I was at work. Sam, I was at work, and this guy at work. I don't know how we got on the subject. But we said something about a dick. No, I said they gonna fire me, and they gonna bring a manager in there that's a dick. He said, and fuck that dick. And when that dick get here, I'm gonna fuck him. I said,
Now see, he white.
he black. I said,
Nah,
but
he-
he got caught up in the moment. I said,
You don't say that.
why would you say something like that? He goes, you know what I mean? I said, I don't know what you meant. You said if that dick get in here, I'm gonna fuck that dick up. I said, what are you talking about?
Now that's real crazy. You
What you
saying
just
that?
said is
Eat that ass up.
Is eat my ass alive.
So wait a minute. I think that's less pause worthy than you sitting up there telling us a story about how you would go home and pleasure yourself in the presence of another man. I think that's more pause worthy.
Who said that?
You said it's several times when we'll talk. You just say some off the wall shit.
never said
You like, yeah, you know, gonna rub one out, and then you know, go to. You can't say that. Keep that shit to yourself, bro.
I'm gonna get the fuck out
You
of here.
can't say that. That's what I'm saying. That's more pause
No,
worthy.
it's not.
That is.
About me and my personal life.
Keep it to yourself. It's personal. It's personal. That's it personal.
That's in the course of a conversation. What you gonna do after the gym? Go get one off.
Slap the shit out you. You like, man, get the fuck out of here, man. I always saying that gay shit, man.
What's the game?
I don't want to know what you finna go do.
What you asking for?
I'm finna go home. I don't need to know what you finna do to yourself. I'm finna inflict damage. I'm finna inflict damage on myself.
I've been working his arm out real good. I got a mean girl.
Nigga just go to work next day shaking motherfuckers' hands, strong as a motherfucker, firm. This nigga got a firm handshake. That's why the white motherfuckers' handshake so firm. They just rub them out whenever the chance they think. Let me go to the car real quick, get one off. You be like, man, keep that shit to yourself, man. Don't get caught doing that.
Back to eating your ass.
Yeah,
Eating your ass.
it's eating you up internally.
Eating you up a lot.
You know
So
what
is
I'm
that
saying?
more embarrassing you standing there? Why he's doing that to your woman, or is the more embarrassing situation of you acting childish and denying your woman?
All right, let me explain this, right? So, as a man, you sacrifice all the time. You sacrifice your feelings all the time. How many times do you feel like you just sit back, you riding home, or you riding to work, and you just thinking about how much of a bitch you just felt like, or how, like, you know what I'm saying, how less of a man you feel because of some shit you allowed, and you just won't speak up on it because you taking a high road, right? So, you sitting there, it's a choice at this point. Now, either I'm going to sit here internally and be suffering like a motherfucker, and forever, that memory gonna forever live in your mind. Now, you could be a nigga that's like, oh man, hey, my Usher sung to my bitch. You know what I'm saying? If you that guy, more power to you. I know you ain't. I don't give a fuck what you say. I don't think I know no nigga that's gonna go around and praise the fact that a celebrity was singing to their bitch in their presence, right? So in that moment, you can live with the fact of her being upset with you and saying, you robbed me of this experience, or you being upset with yourself and upset with her because every time you look at her for the next 2 weeks or whatever, you like, bitch, you gonna sit up there and embarrass me in front of all them people doing that shit with Usher, T-Pain, and you can't say it. So you just moping around with a fucking attitude, mad at everybody else. You can't cuss her out. Because as soon as you say it, now, it's a ripple effect. So me, in the moment, I'd rather ride with my pride and say, nah, bro. First off, why the fuck would you even think you could ask me if you could dance? I appreciate your respect. Because you obviously you looked at me as some form of fashion and said, he looked like a nigga that I have to ask for permission.
No, but you going to the show, so one would assume that you understand what happens at the show. So if this is what he does at the show all the time, then
I don't know that.
but okay, you go in there and you know that he pulled somebody out the crowd and he may dance with him, he may
I'm going to tell him.
sing with him, vibe with him.
So on the way there, I'm going to say, hey, we sit in the front row. If Usher ass come over there trying to touch you or some shit, I don't like that shit. Now, you can enjoy the show and we can have a good time, but man, I just don't feel comfortable with that shit. Now, she probably may say, it ain't nothing but some dancing. All right, you heard what the fuck I said. All right, you've been warned. You know what I'm saying? So now when that moment arises, you're not surprised by my response to it. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I'm a celebrity and I'm sitting in that's my field, that's my thing, that's our mindset, we all seen our bitches before, cool, go ahead. I know it ain't nothing malicious. You know what I'm saying?
All celebrities are not whores who sleep with each
All right. It's rare. It's rare you find Beyonce, but then you look at her and you like, well, she fucking Mark Hughes. She fuck. You know what I'm saying? They got multiple. You don't got too many Indias. That's the one of one in the industry.
Oh, you said Beyonce fucking with somebody other than Jay-Z? Because
Yeah.
a couple pods ago when I was bringing up Beyonce's name in regards to Meg, y'all said I dare not.
This before, bro.
It-
And you don't even know nothing about it. They made it like it was some puppy love shit.
Okay. What do you?
Meg doing dicks.
You don't know anything about Meg stuff.
We're not finna talk about Meg. I'm not finna do it.
I'm just saying.
Well, I'm telling you, we do know. You know that. You know Meg. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Okay.
You serious?
I'm dead serious.
All right.
Because
man.
it goes back. Not gonna get on this, but it goes back to you stigmatizing this woman for whatever the way you view her versus other
it's
women.
what she puts out.
Okay, I got it. It's her what she puts
So
out.
that's what I'm saying.
So Keke Palmer doesn't put out the slutty type of image. So do you think this is why people are all on her side? Then?
She don't put out slutty, but she definitely puts out flirtatious.
Okay, do you think that this is why the people are on her side?
No, I think the people on her side because they like drama and they want to be messy. You know what I'm saying? And they like to tell people how to. They like to tell motherfuckers how to dictate. They like to dictate people's relationships and their behavior and their mood, their mindsets from afar. And it's always coming from somebody of lesser importance. That's what I'm saying. It's somebody that's probably like not even practicing what they preach. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, why would I sit up here and listen to you constantly try to tell me how to be successful in my relationship? You go on their page, they're not even in a successful relationship.
Is this the same thing as the Chance situation?
What you mean? About how they was like his
When Chance was dancing with that girl and they was making a big deal about it, but Kiki's dancing with Usher and they
did his wife make a big deal about it?
his wife was mad.
And she should have been fucking mad.
Okay.
Cause you embarrassed her.
But you at
Publicly.
Carnival where this is what happens when
And she probably knows that. But I think it's
And
more
she
so
was still embarrassed.
I think in her case it was more like what you were explaining, like that pressure of the internet is making her have to speak out. Because it's more so like if she don't see it and it's not on the internet, that's what I'm saying. It's out of sight, out of mind.
Okay.
But I think the way that it was on the internet and how it was just like plastered all over. He's married, he this and that. That's what warranted the response. Steph Curry and his wife. I don't be knowing too much about it, but it seemed like she always saying some like borderline shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but has he responded to that ever?
I don't think so.
That's what I'm saying. It could be different. Like he's
But
one.
would you, because you said the same thing about Cardi, basically said that if I leave you, I'm gonna go get with a nigga with more money. And she said plenty of times that sometimes I be wanting to respond to DMs. I wish I could respond to DMs. I wish I could do this or do that.
She's speaking her truth, right?
Right.
But he got the right to be like, yeah, I'm Steph Curry. So I'm probably in these scenarios with these dynamics. It's probably some infidelity there that they definitely both know about. Their relationship gives me like Will and Jada type vibes.
Why does it gotta be infidelity? Why can't she just be?
Come on Steph's side.
I'm just. You see, he's cheating.
Absolutely, Steph Curry.
But why would you though? So imagine so this person who's been with, let's say hypothetically, they've been together.
Wrote this doing tight as fuck.
I did.
God damn. Jesus Christ.
Hypothetically, they've been together for high school sweethearts. Steph's the only person that she knows. She got 3 kids by him, married to him, etc., etc. Been faithful. So all she's saying is, oh, yeah, I'm going to, like NBA players, I want to experience free agency. I may not go to another team, but I would love to be courted and see what that's like in free agency. You got an issue with, if you've been with your wife for a long time, you got an issue with her having these feelings?
Why get married?
What you mean, why get married?
Why get married?
At no point in time did she say she's unhappy with her life. At no point in time did she say she wants to go do anything. She just said sometimes she gets the feeling of, I would love to maybe respond and see what that's
Why
like.
you think that is?
Because you never had it. I just gave you the scenario of a player who's playing for one team who's never had the chance to experience free agency. I don't know what it's like to go from city to city and have these different people pitch these different things to me, show their value, show their respect for me, my career, what I've done, etc., etc. So I want to go experience that. I'm not leaving my team.
So you comparing
I'm just giving you a scenario.
I got it. That's what I'm saying. But this is
I'm not saying
comparison.
it's the same or nothing like that.
I know. I got you.
I'm not comparing. So
It's so hard to find.
I'm
telling
comparing.
because let me finish. I'm like, it's so hard for you to find something to even compare to it because it's a married woman, a woman that's married, saying that sometimes I wish I could respond to DMs. Mm-hmm. What the fuck you talking about? So that means why? I'm asking you like, why would you want to respond to DMs?
Same reason a married man would be looking at it like, damn.
Why? But what does that do? That opens the door. So what I'm gonna say? What I'm gonna say? Thank you. Say thank you. She want to respond. So you want to entertain it.
Right, entertain it a little bit. I want to entertain the offer.
So I want to flirt.
I want to entertain the offer.
I want to flirt.
Right.
All right, that's what I'm saying.
What's wrong with that?
What the fuck you talking about?
Do you think this is a new question? So you got I'll tell you how my I feel about the Keke Palmer situation.
Okay.
I don't think she did anything wrong in my honest opinion. I feel like it's the same thing that I've always been saying. When you start dating women who look a certain type of way, and when you start dating badder women, or you start dating more voluptuous women, women who are more free with themselves, with their body, things of that nature, this is some of the stuff that comes with dealing with these type of women. You can't expect women who work hard, whether they pay for their body or work hard for their body, you can't expect them to want to hide their body and put it away. Niggas don't do that when they go to the gym and shit. Jonathan Majors can't wait to take a roll to check out his fucking shirt. Like, I would too. So it's like, when you get with these type of people, you gotta understand everything that comes with them. And you can't live your life by other people's standards or regular people's standards. You're now in the different realms. Like that's why I asked you.
I agree.
It's the same thing with the money situation we was talking about with the tax bracket and everything. That's why I say you get $100,000 when you keep saying, yeah, you would date a woman that make 40, 45, 50. It's like, well, why? This woman is now no longer in your the lifestyle you lead. She does not lead that lifestyle. She can't understand it. She can't fathom it.
But it can be taught.
It can be. Everything can be taught.
Right.
So why are you going down to teach someone when you can get someone who is already taught, already know what you know? And it goes the same thing with this. Like
that's different though. Was I say like because it doesn't always just apply to the money. And as what I'm saying, if the scenario was just about.
But it's not about. But you looking at
money and lifestyle.
You looking at it as the money. I'm saying you worked your ass off for $100,000. This is what you make over $100,000 a year.
Yeah.
It allows you a certain type of lifestyle.
Yeah.
Why then would you go backwards to somebody who has not put themselves in the position that you are in to grab them back up? I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah.
But why would you prefer to go backwards versus going forward?
So that's just like you saying if I'm a celebrity, right? Now, we wasn't shit. We sitting in this motherfucking garage doing a pod, right? And we hit it big, boom. We get a big $1 million contract or whatever. And I say, well, let me guess what? I'm gonna date a bitch from the industry. You know what I'm saying? Because she gonna understand this lifestyle. We're in the same tax bracket. So I should never fuck with nobody that's beneath me at this point now.
No, it's different.
How? It's 100,000, it's 40,000.
It's different.
I'm making $1 million now.
Whatever you make, your wife make. Savannah's a billionaire just like Bron.
They ain't married.
They married.
But I'm saying, this is what I'm saying. I'm talking about like niggas. What you talking about? You would so they in a relationship. So all right. So you talking about if I'm $100,000 nigga and I'm single, why am I gonna go find a $40,000 chick? And okay, that's different.
That's what I was asking.
No, I'm saying that's different. Right. That's different. I understand what you're saying. I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna go seek that out. Like, I probably would be a little deterred.
I'm asking, but that was the question. If you make a
yeah, but I'm saying that's not an end all.
I said, would you date a woman that makes this?
I still would.
You kept saying you would.
I would.
Because I think you just looking at the question on his head of, I make this much, she make that much, yeah, I can date her.
No,
but
I would.
You're not breaking it down in the whole totality.
I am. Listen, I am.
Okay, you
because I'm saying, like, if I was if I had money.
But I don't understand why. Because if you make $200,000 a year, what the fuck you doing with a woman that makes $60,000? Why?
Well,
there's nothing wrong with that. If you found true love, you bump into her at the airport or something like that, y'all fall in love, that's cool. But for you to still be going actively seeking these type of people, like, I don't understand why. Why can't your standards for a woman raise up. If you now make $200,000,
Yeah.
why can't your minimum that a woman needs to make is 80 grand or 90 grand?
And that can be.
Why is that not?
That can be,
think?
and that can be my bar. But then I'm still not gonna I'm still not gonna rule out that I can meet a bitch that's making 50,000 and fall in love with her. You know what I'm saying? She just under my tax bracket. Now I got to get her there. But also what I'm saying too is, if I'm become a millionaire, I can still fuck with a chick that's not that status. That's not rich, or if she could be beautiful. But now I'm approaching it with more caution though, because I'm like, why are you really dating me? Is it that you like me? Is it because of the money? I'm more cautious, you know what I'm saying? But if I really get a genuine vibe from the person.
So you kind of get with this situation that you get with Keke Palmer and her.
Yeah.
Versus a man who, what he comes off as, is somebody who may have never had a woman of her stature.
I don't even know who he is though. Is he just a regular nigga?
I think he is. But I'm not just saying a woman of her stature in terms of money or whatever, maybe looks, maybe body type, maybe everything, maybe sex appeal. So this is my first time being with a woman who's gonna go outside and be a little extra.
If she already like that,
I don't know how to deal with that.
Like
You just said Keke Palmer's always been flirtatious.
Right. So that's what you got to accept, that in a relationship, because that's what you walked into. Like now, just like the chick we just was looking at that we both know. We like, damn. Recently, you see it, like you know that's what she is. You can't get with her and then be upset. Like, why you keep posting them pictures like that? Why you keep making the videos? Because that's what I was attracted to when I got with you. Now I can come in and try to change it, but ultimately you don't have to change it. You know what I'm saying? But like and that's one thing that I had to understand also, like a woman working out, getting themselves getting their body together naturally, they want to show it off. And you don't always gotta look at it as they showing it off for somebody else. They may just want to show it off. But if I mean with you, like, so we talked about shit off air. When I finally got to talk to Marie and all that stuff, she got like all these fucking dresses that she never got to wear. She can finally fit them. But she been waiting on me to take her places when she gonna wear them. I ain't never took her no fucking wear. You know what I'm saying? So that's a problem. So like, and I'll be like, nah, I don't want you wearing that shit. But she like, well, I want to wear it with you. All right, cool. But I don't want you to go out with me and you got on a fucking t-shirt and, you know what I'm saying, like put on a polo so we can, like, you have to put yourselves in those, like, if I was with Keke Palmer, I would have been with her. I'm going with you.
Why she had that on?
Yeah, I'm going with you.
You would have been okay with her putting that on?
Because she's already been that person.
Okay.
I'd have been okay with it.
You and your stances are crazy. Okay.
I'm not gonna change.
I'm saying you and your stances are crazy.
Like, I don't feel like if I meet somebody in that field and they that way already, I've accepted that. I can't be upset about it.
But if you meet a woman, a little insecure about her body, you be together with her for 5 years, she gets to say that's not insecure about her body.
Try to change it all up? Yeah, I got a problem with it.
Now she want to start wearing different things and start going out more, doing this and that. You got a problem with it because when you met her, this is not who she was.
Yeah.
So is your woman not allowed to change?
She's absolutely allowed to change. But change with respect.
What's with respect? I had a fupa when you first met me. Now I don't have a fupa anymore, and I want to show my stomach.
You can show it.
I want to get my belly button pierced.
That's cool.
I want to get a tattoo and everything.
You grown, yeah.
Okay. You got a problem with it though?
No, I don't. Not with that. When you got your ass out.
I'm wearing sundresses, stones, stuff like that.
When your ass out.
Okay.
When your ass out, that's the biggest problem. Put your ass up. It don't gotta be out. It's there. We gonna see it regardless. You don't gotta make it easy. Like, leave something to the imagination. Keke Palmer, we know you got that ass. It's see-through. I see your ass now. You know what I'm saying?
But she wasn't always this thick. She got thick like this how she had her baby.
Yeah,
so that's
but
show off her thick.
if she didn't have it, if it wasn't see-through, that you could still see that ass because of the way that dress is hugging that ass. You know what I'm saying? We can still see the ass. You don't got to reveal the skin.
I guess.
That's what I'm saying.
Do you think flirting is natural?
Yes.
But you are against it.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I'm asking.
I'm against all this shit. I'm a hypocrite.
I'm not talking. I'm asking a separate question.
Yeah, flirting is natural. I'm against it.
You against
but
it?
it happens.
Okay.
I just can't see it. I gotta blind myself to believe that it's not happening. Well, you know it's happening. Like, you can. That's what I'm saying. You can lie to people lie to themselves about a lot of things all the time. This is my one. This is my thing. Things I'm not even gonna think about it. I'm gonna think that I'm the exception. I have to program my mind that way. Because if I don't, then I'm going to keep dwelling on it. And I'm going to be upset
about it. You got the one woman in the world that don't flirt. You think you got the one woman?
Hell no. Hell no. I'm not saying that.
You lie to yourself.
So I don't want to believe that when she's going to the store, somebody flirting with her and she flirting back. I don't think she's just going to the store. But then she may get to the register, motherfucker may be talking to her, she may flirt back. Hopefully you're just not taking it further than that. But I do believe flirt is natural. I can walk into an establishment and say, hey, good morning, how y'all doing? And the way that I'm smiling, the bitch is taking it as me flirting. But it's charming. You know it. You like, I'm just being polite. But then I also may say, you can say one word and it can be flirtatious. It's just that natural. And it happens that quickly. But yeah, I do believe flirting is natural, to answer your original question.
Do you think it should be the cause or the demise of a relationship?
Not flirting. Not flirting. But too much flirting will be the death of a relationship because it's consistent and it's continuously happening. So like, I'm like, what's wrong with you? You got a motherfucking problem? Like, why you always flirting with a motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? And I think everything is flirting. You know what I'm saying? Which I got to get better at, and I'm working on it because I watch some of my homies and how they perform when they girls is present with us, and I know they got a problem with it. They just acting like they ain't seeing it. I watch it all the time like, I know he got a problem with this. But he's not saying
What
it.
if he don't?
He do, I know he do. But if he don't, then I commend him. Like Mike Brother Lazy. He don't got a problem with it. He just chilling. He in the moment. You know what I'm saying? Because he's confident like, yeah, hey, that's me. I wish my mindset can be always that way. It's not. So, like, if you talking to this nigga too long, cut that shit short. What you doing? Why you stay talking? You know what I'm saying? It's too much dialogue.
It's a good conversation.
Why you too much dialogue? But see, my problem is,
That's no kids.
now see, my problem is I base everything off of the way I believe things to be, or the way that
The way that you would act.
and the way that I act in those moments.
So
when I'm a nigga,
but you see how you portraying yourself.
no, but listen, if I'm a nigga,
You're a sleazeball. You think your girl's gonna be a sleazeball?
listen, that's not what I'm saying. If I'm, let me finish. I'm talking about like what I perceive as being flirtatious. If I'm talking to a nigga bitch, and the nigga there, I'm getting in and out. I'm not gonna keep talking and grinning because I'm thinking of how I would respond to it. So I'm gonna talk to her and I might incorporate him into the conversation. Just so you know I ain't on that with your bitch. You know what I'm saying? That's how I do shit.
Right.
You know, I'll tell this how I do shit. If I'm with y'all, yeah.
So you want
We
someone,
talk.
you
Hey,
want
look.
someone to do that with you?
Hey, nah, don't incorporate me. Cut it short. There's too much dialogue. Like, we not kiki, nah. Too much dialogue, G. You don't know her. She don't know you. What are you talking for?
Getting to know each other.
Why? You don't need to get to know her. What the fuck y'all need to get to know each other for? See? You know what I'm saying?
So if you guys went out to Goodman's function and meet somebody there and they have mutual interests in sports or cars.
Let's say they talking about the comic view. I'm like,
Yeah, well, she went to Proviso East and he went to West.
yeah.
Graduated around the same time. Like,
Yeah.
Whoop y'all ass in this game. You remember this?
I'm talking to you,
whatever?
and after like 30 seconds, my ear is locked in on the conversation. So I'm looking at you like this while you talking, but I ain't hearing shit you saying. All I hear is that. That's it.
It's a conversation about old school shit.
Yeah.
But after 5 minutes, you want
That shit went too long. 5 minutes, it ain't going 5 minutes. It's too long. That's too long.
5 minutes.
That's too long. You think you be talking to no nigga that long? You see me right here? You know why? When you with your bitch, you not finna have no 5-minute conversation with no random bitch. Why you with her? Tell me you is. Tell me you gonna be with your girl and you see a motherfucker you went to school with and she standing right there. You just finna have a 5-minute conversation with her. She talking to me now. Me and her talking. Yeah, so-and-so. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that was was good. Yeah. You was steady over here yapping. Now I'm trying to distract her. I'm talking to her. How long you think she finna let you talk to this girl? Is she not gonna say nothing?
Until we get all our dialogue out.
Right, so she's so mature. These women are so mature that we gonna get in the car. They not gonna bring it up.
Change the shit.
No, I'm telling you.
She may bring it up in the car, but in the moment, what she got to say?
The woman
In the car, she may say,
You
why,
ain't finna
why
do-
you talk to that girl so long? She may say that.
So why the fuck you can't say it? Why you immature?
Who said I can't?
No.
Or immature.
You can't talk to her for 5 minutes.
You're supposed to hold that.
You can't talk to her for 5 minutes,
You're
bro.
supposed to hold it. You're supposed to eat that.
Why? Cause we a man?
Kiki Palm's boyfriend's supposed to eat that.
Devin, I'm asking you a question, Double D.
As a man, you're supposed to eat that.
Double D.
Eat that. Pause.
Any woman, yeah, you crazy.
That's not.
You think about eat that.
It's not. I'm talking about a
What you eat, bro?
vagina.
Listen, tell me any relationship you've been in where your woman would allow you to talk to another man, another woman for 5 minutes in her presence without interruption.
In an open setting.
Any fucking well. Y'all together. You just fucking yapping. You not talking 5 minutes. You not even gonna allow her to make the decision because you gonna cut it short. Because in your mind, niggas got that clock. You know when to get out of that conversation. So if that nigga talking to your bitch for 5 minutes, he got that clock too. He don't give a fuck about it. You see what I'm saying? Why he ain't broke away from the conversation? He got different intent. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. You not talking to no bitch that long.
That's one way. Because what you're saying is, if you can't talk to a girl for longer than 2.5 minutes, that's why you're trying to fuck her.
I'm asking you. You with your girl.
I'm letting you know that I may get you caught off. Like, you watching JVP too?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And somewhere in that conversation, you gonna do this.
I'm gonna look back.
Yeah.
Look at her, see how she look.
What's she
I'm
doing?
gonna check her temperature.
Right.
I'm gonna check her temperature.
Right. Is she checking your temperature? She just steady going. Yeah, it was a
When
good
we
show.
look back and we lock eyes, if it's cool, I'm gonna keep talking.
Right. You gotta get the approval. We gotta get approval from the woman. Why the fuck are we shallow? Because they gotta get the approval from us too. You don't get to keep talking. Look at me. Yeah. Yeah, it's time to ride. They look at us too. How you look? How you look? You let it keep going? I'm just eat that. It's all good.
And you see
Eat
that
Pause. You just gonna sit there like, yeah, it's gonna pay off in the long run.
That was,
Pay off in the long run. Tear you up inside. This nigga disrespectful. And that's all I be saying, G. Like, so, even when it come down to being like, I'm just saying like as a man.
I try to act like that I would feel differently and act differently in a lot of these situations, and that I wouldn't act as though she's doing something because, like I always say, if you continuously accuse your woman of doing things or act accusatory towards everything she do, if she don't answer the phone or she don't come around or something like that, then it's basically just saying like, what are you saying about this woman? And the same shit about you. If every time I'm 10 minutes late coming home, I'm usually here at 6, I get here at 6:15, and you sniffing me saying if I'm talking to, like, what do you think of me? So it's the same.
I get
shit.
that.
So that's why I always say, and I'll be in the back of my mind, I'm like, all right, I wouldn't react that way because basically what I'm saying is you can't have a conversation for longer than 3 minutes with a guy without it being that type of conversation. And then it's like, why can't I trust you to have a respectful, cordial conversation with somebody and it not go nowhere and not be nothing? And you respect me within this conversation, and then you know when to. Because then it's like, how do you say when is it a time to break off a conversation? Like,
See,
because it's a male and female conversation, because if you not and it's like, I get it, and I always tell people the stuff that I say probably sound crazy, but in the presence of your person, of course you probably want to break the conversation off because you want to give the attention back to whoever it is that you came with. So that's where the clock comes from, where it's like, all right, I've been talking to this person too long, let me see how he doing. Okay, you cool? All right, I may get back to the conversation. But if you're not there, this conversation may go on for 30 minutes to an hour because it's just a good, genuine conversation. Then she may come home and let you know it's a good, genuine conversation.
or she may not.
She may not.
Details.
But even if she
Got
don't,
it.
you shouldn't have an issue.
You shouldn't. And that's what we always get mixed up at. See, my problem is never with the woman until it's disrespectful. My mindset is always with the nigga.
But you always think everything is disrespectful.
But that's why I always go back and I gotta let her know. This ain't about you. It's about him. Because me as a man, I know how to not be disrespectful. But I done been a piece of shit before too. You understand what I'm saying? But I've been a respectful piece of shit. So, and I also know a bunch of niggas who will talk to your bitch for 5 minutes and then come walk over and tell me like, hey, I get that bitch, yeah, she too friendly. Right? So I'm in the midst of me explaining these things to you. I'm not telling you that I'm thinking that you doing something wrong. I'm telling you how these niggas' brains work. Now, if your girl was here and you went to the store, you wouldn't have a problem with me talking to her for 20, 30 minutes. You know, ain't no intent behind that shit. You know what I'm saying? Even if we're in the room, you done went over there, you gotta go do something, you gonna look, you be like, all right, T gonna talk to her, he keeping her company. You know what I'm saying? The same thing, Marie can talk to you for 20 fucking minutes. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But it's a difference if I walk into a room, Marie don't know, she just heard Tracy's name. She don't know fucking Tracy. And as soon as we get in there.
It's Tracy's birthday, actually.
Today?
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Tracy. What's the odds of me bringing her up? So I'm just saying, so.
She must be talking about you.
I hope so, in a good way. That's my homie. And she gonna discredit it. She gonna say, we not homies. You know what I'm saying?
Awkward. Dude.
Exactly. Gotta choose my words wisely when I'm speaking on Tracy. But like if I didn't know, like Marie only knew her name, and then we show up, and I'm just over there just yapping away. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I know we did a pod. We could be talking about the pod. We could be talking about the Miami shit. She don't give a fuck. She gonna see a pretty face that I done went over here while she's sitting over in the motherfucking chair, and I ain't stopped talking since I got in the motherfucking room. Mm-hmm. Now a woman is more keep it player than I am. She ain't gonna say shit in the moment. Most women ain't. Most women are like like they'll take that and then do some other shit to get your attention. They'll like get back. Maybe not the malicious. All right, well you did that. All right, guess what? Or they'll wait till they get in the car and blast you about it, or keep bringing it up in a different way. You like, man, I don't want to keep hearing that shit. So once that happened to your ass once or twice, in your mind as a man, you already know, all right, I can't do this. The woman will keep doing it. Why you keep doing this? Why I gotta keep explaining this to you? It ain't about you. It's the principle of how this shit can be interpreted. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying, bro. Like as a man, you not gonna talk to no nigga bitch for 5 minutes if the nigga present, regardless of what it's about. Unless it's your homie. And even in that case, that shit probably ain't going that long. So it sounds, on the surface, it's like, it's only 5 minutes. 5 minutes is a long time to be in a room with your mate while they just yapping with another motherfucker while you standing there, awkwardly. Unless I'm talking to you, and even in that moment, she can look back and be like, oh, he talking to his homies.
It's a party. It's a shit.
Why you still talking over there?
Because you talking. You entertaining, I am too.
But you're not going to do that same thing. You're going to look back, she can still be talking to me. You're going to be like, oh, all right, she ain't paying attention. You going to get in there a little longer, eventually you're going to break away because you know your mate. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. It don't just got to be about insecurities, bro. It's the problem with the nigga. Niggas is bad, disrespectful. I got to stop talking like that. That's some New York shit.
You want to be from New York real bad. But
I really don't.
I came across something on Facebook, Terrence. Here's the text thread. Mom, yes, you were 17 when you had me, right? Yeah, why? I'm in health and we learning about unprotected sex. Why were you having unprotected sex at 17? Why were you even having sex at 17 and still in school? Mom, so you had unprotected sex with 3 different people. My dad, Kayla's dad, and the girl's dad. Wow, that's a lot. The mom responds, dang, boy. Any other questions? You all in my business.
What color is that mom?
It looked to be African American.
Yeah, okay. I ain't one. So you can tell from the conversation.
Well, I ask you, as your kids have gotten older, is there anything that you had to answer for after they've learned certain things?
Probably the oldest.
As a parent, because I'm when I read it, I'm like, that's curious, because I'll be having, I always say to kids whose mom may be a little promiscuous, like, when they get older, they gonna realize like what their mama was really doing. Like, so when you hit 17, 18, you start having holes yourself, or girls start running in and out, or, even when you a girl and you get older.
I thought I was hiding that shit from my grandma. I wasn't at all.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So you
She
start.
like, motherfucker, here it again. He at it again.
You start looking at it like, damn, bro, my mom used to always go out there, two, and come back, lick to the motherfucker, this nigga, that nigga. You know what I'm saying? She had like 5 different niggas in 1 year. So you start to see.
I still remember niggas from when I was 6 with my mama. Know their name and everything. It's crazy. That shit stick with you. It don't leave.
So is it things that you as a parent have to answer for as your child's having?
Hell yeah. The door closed. They know what that meant. TV up loud. They know what that meant. Yeah, man. It was awkward. Yeah. Especially keep watching and be like, man. He never said to me, he always said to his mama and shit. It's funny. He'll be like, I had to go downstairs. You guys have to be that loud? You like, you're not even loud. We just discreet. Hey, imagine that. So then I get up in the morning.
I've never heard my parents, but I wouldn't know how to face my kids after something like that.
I don't know. So then I get up in the morning. I open the door. I done come downstairs. I got drawers on, some socks, tank top. I'm going to the refrigerator and some shit. I see out.
I just beat it. You got him. And as he gets older, he gonna realize that, this I just beat it one sock
like, every time I see Dad put the boxes on, I know what it's about. I know what this is about. I know what these is. This nigga wear briefs 90% of the time. But this one got on some boxes. Oh, shit. I'll be like, so then you try to get a little different. You try to play the music an hour or two in advance, so you just like in there just drinking, have a good time, jamming, you know what I'm saying? Then I'll be like, I'm gonna get in the shower. Gotta close the door. Door been closed a long time. Come out and shit, like, try to move shit back around a little bit. The kids my pants. And then I noticed that after them, because when they'll say that, so now I look at the smaller ones, so when we done, I try to make sure, not when we done, the aftermath of whatever has occurred, you want to make sure that you try to put things back together the exact same way they were prior to I always try to sit down and act like I was smoking a blunt or something.
Wait, I'm not ready.
Smoke that cool cigarette. Hey, no, wait, first off, just gonna play Mimo and shit. You be like, hold on, you gotta take a little time to get up. Wait a minute, don't open the door yet. Gotta get myself together. I'm getting old. Yeah, man. But yeah, that should be, they'll, yeah, you think you being discreet, they know. So it have to be extra cautious. That's one of the cons of having a house where all the rooms are on the same floor and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's the part of being a parent too, where you like, it's gonna be nice when you finally get your kid, you're gonna be like, trying to get some pussy, you wait on them to go to sleep, and you gonna go to sleep, you gonna wake up in the morning mad at the motherfucker. Like, why the fuck? They just be up. Like they know. It's like they just know they up, wanna keep running in and out the room. TJ ass would be just sitting that motherfucker like this, watching Netflix. Sitting there, I'm like, was you gonna go to bed? No, I watch dinosaurs or some shit. You be like, boy, go to sleep, Tamara. All the time. Then the days when you ain't, they knocked out, 8 o'clock, night. You be mad at them up, want to punch them. Like, y'all little ass know what y'all be doing, man. Or they, like the mama be like, take a nap. Take a nap early so your ass stay up all night. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, man. You gonna see.
Interesting, man.
Yeah, you gonna have a lot of angry nights waiting on them kids to go to sleep. I work in the morning. Don't give a fuck. It's 1 in the morning. You gotta be there at 5. He's like, fuck it, I gotta get this motherfucker off. I'm up. You see me come walking in that motherfucker late, they're like, this motherfucker always late. Yep, I'm late. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Not gonna be upset for 10 hours. Come back home, you gotta wait some more. Hell no. Hell no. Let's get this shit, this show on the road.
So the only thing pertaining to sex is like misdemeanors or felonies or anything like that, getting arrested?
No, I was telling them one time, they always see my mug shot and they laughed at it, but not because of the mug shot, because of my facial expression. I don't think I had much facial hair, which I don't have now, but I think I had less. And I had braids I had just started. They were so fucking short. And when I told her I got shot at before, and she was like, "You got shot at?" Talia was just like, her mind was fucking blown hearing that. But like
things like, well, I learned that bigger people have a slower metabolism.
what? What the fuck is that about? I'll be like,
Something like about metabolism in school.
yeah.
And then people with high metabolism.
So they be like, "Dad, you got slow metabolism?"
Yeah,
I'd be like, "Yeah, I wish it was faster."
They tell you why.
Why do I have it?
They tell you why they know that you got a slow metabolism. You feel
Oh, because I'm bigger? I'm bigger than normal?
you feel some type of way.
No, I'll be like, "Yeah, I know that." No, I ain't offended by that. They can say what they want. I'm gonna beat you to the comedy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But it's your kids now that's factually learning.
your kids are gonna say the worst things. Your woman and your kids say the worst
No,
things.
I know that. I'm saying that learning it from school, like this young man. He's
Yeah.
in health education. He's learned it.
Yeah, no, that ain't gonna hurt because she didn't say
Like,
something
Dad,
about.
I learned that herpes when that black dot that come on your lip is herpes.
I'll be like, "Yeah, you ain't never seen a black dot on Dad,
I'm
lip."
just saying,
Yeah.
these are the scenarios. Like,
Oh, if they ever seen
if
that?
they ever say, how would you feel? Would you explain it, or would you feel embarrassed? Like,
No, because I've had to explain some stuff. Like Lily now has had some health stuff. Not that we ain't talking that deep, but like we ain't talk about shit like that. But if it's something along the lines of like Lily said something to me yesterday. She said, my nephew, a sidebar I kind of retained. My nephew was like, "Yeah, put me on with your friend." Like, put you on? What the fuck he talking about? So then I'm like, she was like, "Yeah. Dude keep asking me to put him on with Talia. Her friend name is Talia." I was like, "Your ass better not be put on." And she was like, "Daddy, why would you even think something like that?" Nah, she was like, "And what if I?" She was like, "What if I had a guy friend?" I said, "Ain't no guy friends, ain't no boyfriend. What are you talking about?" She gonna say, "Mommy, do you hear that?" I said, "Oh, what the fuck you going to tell her for? They ain't gonna change my mind. Not gonna sit up and tell me at 12, 13 that I know is like, these kids are always in the phone, always on Snapchat, always something." I just pray to God
you're talking to someone.
that it's not crazy inappropriate shit. You know what I'm saying? But I know you got little guys that like you, little boys. I know all that shit happens. Don't ever get confident enough at this point to think that that shit is acceptable with Dad. Talk to Mom about that shit, and I bet I hear about it. I don't know how you gonna be with your daughters, but if you think you gonna be as lenient as you is with your woman,
No, I'm not.
it's gonna be different. But you have to be more. You have to be more understanding with the daughter than the woman, per se. You know what I'm saying? And I've noticed another thing too. Is another side about like a lot of people, they kids are always the opposite of what they are as the father. So I just saw Amari, Goodwin's son. You wouldn't think that was Goodwin's son. Like, he cool as a motherfucker. Goodwin ain't cool.
Okay.
He got Balenciagas and shit. Actually, he reminded me of Lil Uzi Vert. He had braids, he took them out. But I'm like, clean as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the time, Goodwin was always not more into the fashion. He would get like a Sean John, was the highest he gonna go. And he wasn't wearing no Jordan, no ones, none of that shit. His kids got all that shit.
Are all your friend group's kids different than who their parents are?
Hoolie's son is different.
Is Mark kids different?
Mark's daughter is, yeah, I would say she reminds me more of the mother. Skilo, I haven't seen his kids too much. Mike, I haven't seen his kids too much. Who else? Jamal, I've never met Jamal's daughter.
We established that last spot.
Yeah, I
You're
did.
supposed to go see him this weekend.
Fuck, that was today. I had to work Friday and threw my weekend off. God damn it. I did see Jamal on Tuesday though. God damn it.
Last week.
This Tuesday. I saw him this Tuesday at my grandma's house.
Okay.
And then I was supposed to see him yesterday. It was a good one, birthday party. That's why. Threw me off. Yeah, but he say she like the opposite.
Why do you think that?
I mean, when they get older though.
Why do you think that is?
I
Why do
don't
you
know.
think the parents gravitate more towards not like who you are? Do you think your kids are more so like Fallon than you? Or neither?
See, I don't think like Kimaji, I don't think he like me. You know what I'm saying? He's different.
Because Tracy's son is different than her.
Yeah, but he's influenced by me heavily. You know what I'm saying? But he just does it in different ways. So like when I look at like he got his own apartment. I tell you that. Him and his friends, the roommates. So he end up. I told him he gonna sink or swim. I always told him he gonna swim. So I'm proud of him for that. But then also like he got his own. He got his car when he got it tinted out. He ain't got no sounds, but he got tints. He got this, or he'll try to dress a certain way, but he's more like in the era with his guys. But then he got certain things. So then like Dirt, listen to Dirt. So now he think that's who he gravitated to musically. Let me ask you this. I was just thinking about this. A lot of the music that you listen to, who influenced you to listen? Is it like somebody you could pinpoint out where it's like, all right, or Joe Budden, the DMX, or who introduced you to somebody, one of your favorite artists?
Well, my brother was listening to DMX, so I got DMX CD from my brother.
Okay.
And my father got all the Snoop and all those tapes. So Snoop and all those, I probably would say, came from my father.
So I was thinking about
And
this, right?
Joe Budden came
From just you?
just me.
So that probably be more like Dirt with the Joe Budden. But when I think about it, I don't even say like, now how you saying Snoop and all that, like my auntie and she would listen to Tupac, Biggie and all that. I would listen to like the Tupac tapes. I credit that to them. That's just like natural shit. But I'm saying like my favorite, like how you say DMX, like Bone was my favorite, and then Cash Money. I never had those tapes. My cousin Eddie introduced me, I was just thinking about that shit, introduced me to both of those favorite art. Like Bone, he's 99, he had the tape. We sit, I would always come downstairs, he would play it, I'm like, oh, I like this. So we listened to, before that, Creeping on the Come Up. And then I ended up like developing my own liking for the group. And then Cash Money. Juvenile, he was like, you ever heard this song, huh? I'm like, hell no. And he was rapping it, I'm like, huh? I ain't like, huh?
Oh, I was gonna say.
No, I didn't like her at the moment, but he was saying that, and then I was thinking, I'm like, then he gave me 400 Degrees. I listened to 400 Degrees, it's like No Limit, but then I got into 400 Degrees and I listened to all of the old shit. Then me and Mark, we both got into the Cash Money shit, but it was introduced to me through Eddie. And I always think about that Juvenile on Fire, because that's that one song that we would always go to. And he would rap that shit, the ending of it. But then when you really just think about how they was just, what he was talking about in that song, he's like gang spit and all that. Anyway, but I just wanted to ask you that. Like, have you been influenced to listen to certain artists by people and they end up becoming your favorite artists? Or did you just naturally find the music on your own and was like, all right, I'm gonna start listening to this, I like that type shit? The fuck you going to?
What's to the next thing, man?
Oh man, I thought you had a DM. The motherfucker was in there checking his DMs.
Jonah Hill, man. Did you see what's going on with him?
I didn't. Tell me about it.
I gotta see if I can find it. Jonah Hill and his girlfriend is beefing, man. He gave her a list of things. Did you see Victor Wimmick? Did you see the video of him slapping Britney Spears?
He slapped her? I thought that she slapped herself.
The security.
Now they say her hand slapped herself. She probably should have been slapped. What the fuck she was doing?
No, they reached back and slapped. Like, she tried to touch him and they reached back and slapped. And he slapped the shit out of her hand.
What the fuck she was touching him for anyway?
I guess she was trying to get a picture with him and get his attention.
Like, get your ass back. Ugly ass.
Damn, I can't find that shit.
Fuck Jonah Hill. Probably wasn't important.
What's important? It was just funny. He was basically his girlfriend was like a surfer or some shit like that. So he was basically saying like they was beefing, and he gave her a list of things that how he don't want her to act or conduct herself.
Oh, why they beefing?
No, he just gave her a list like you. What the fuck is that shit?
This guy unprepared.
It was literally right there.
Motherfucker ain't had the sounds going. Never started the show. Or maybe we going away from the music. What you think? Do you ever get any feedback on the music?
Feedback like what?
Like, why y'all play that weak ass song? Well, that shit weird or anything like that.
No, I wouldn't listen to no shit like that. I wouldn't give a fuck.
I know, but you see Faith is ordered to pay Stevie J $1 million in spousal support. That's one motherfucker nigga that ain't shit, but he done made it through life not being shit. Shakira Richardson, I just saw her. You saw her snatch that wig off and win that race?
No.
Yeah.
I can't. That shit gone. Motherfuckers told them to get that shit up out of there.
Yeah, maybe, maybe they made her take that shit down.
No, they made this. They supposed to make the change and take that shit down.
Did you hear that terrible ass remix with the baby and Sexy Red?
I didn't listen to it.
I refused to listen to it once I heard the clip. And I see they keep bringing her out. She is terrible, man. She terrible. Look there, they say she had syphilis twice or something. I ain't know that. She's like she stink. She just looks like something that I definitely wouldn't touch. It's nasty. Really just don't like that.
So this is what Jonah Hill said to his girl. So it was beefing. He said, plain and simple, if you need surfing with men, boundaryless, inappropriate friendships with men, to model, to post pictures of yourself in a bathing suit, to post sexual pictures, friendships with women who are in unstable places, and from your wild recent past beyond getting a lunch or coffee or something respectful. I am not the right partner for you. If these things bring you to a place of happiness, I support it, and there will be no hard feelings. These are my boundaries for a romantic partnership. My boundaries with you based on the way of these actions have hurt our trust.
What did he say wrong?
I'm asking you, what do you think about that?
I agree with that. But see, motherfuckers ain't listening to what he's saying because they gonna interpret it as him being like a dictator. But say those first four again. If you can't.
Surfing with men, boundaryless, inappropriate friendships with men, to model, to post pictures of yourself in a bathing suit, to post sexual pictures, friendships with women who are in unstable places, and from your wild recent past, beyond getting a lunch or a cup of coffee.
Now that's the one that they can have an argument on, even though I agree with that one too. But for what other reason do you want to post these sexual pictures? And why?
This is what Candace Owens had to say. Women say there are no good men. The truth is there are plenty of good men, but many women don't want to rise to the level of being good women. Basic respect for yourself and your partner isn't a tall ask. Again, there's nothing wrong with Jonah Hill's leaked text message.
I agree with you. For the first time, Candace Owens. You know what I'm saying? She just want to go against the culture. But who's she talking to in that sense?
But what do you feel about that? What do you feel about that? In terms of that,
I
that
agree.
type of mindset of because I told you before a couple of podcasts ago that women, that I don't feel like we're looking for the same type of women. So you have men who say there's no good women around and ain't really looking for the good women, and women who say ain't good men around ain't necessarily looking for a good man. So what he's saying and the way he's trying to portray and say that the type of partnership that he's looking for, what are your thoughts?
The difference I think it is with when the type of good man that a woman is looking for is, all right. So men, I'm gonna speak for men first. When it comes to us looking in the wrong places for the right woman, we're looking at body type, We looking at prettiness. We looking at attitude. We like the challenge. We like the woman that most of the time has that little attitude about themselves, who aren't just gonna be that submissive woman. Even though that's what we say we want. We all want a woman not submissive. I don't want to use the wrong choice of words, but doesn't always try to be combative when it comes to boundaries in a relationship. Those are the problems that we run into. You can find those women, but they 9 times out of 10, they probably aren't easy on the eyes. Did that just die? Shit just died. Wow.
Yeah, my phone died.
Well, at least we got YouTube. Man, that's your real. That ain't the second phone. That's the.
Wow. Got a charger guy?
I would have to go get it.
Oh well.
How much time we got left? Well, I think it was at like 1:30. So they're just gonna cut off on the Spotify one.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, man. Shit died.
I don't know, dude.
What the fuck? What it do?
iPhone shit. You go on, man. What do you think about good men and good women?
I said that. I was answering. I'm trying to make sure.
Do you think?
I don't want to give away the content.
Do you think that women are? Do you think that women are incapable of being good women and men are incapable of being good?
No,
men?
I'm not saying that they're
You think
incapable.
that- what
I'm
do
just
you
telling you
think-
the differences of what we look at. You said first you asked me looking in the right places. Why we, you know what I'm saying, with the men and the woman.
Right.
The woman is more so, like I say, she don't want to be submissive. She want to be. She's this day and age.
They want soft girl life.
Nah, this day and age, they think that.
Do you think women say they want soft girl life, but do you think
What's soft girl life?
that they want a man to take care of them? But do you think women are capable of being being taken care of?
No.
And in terms of when I say that, I mean being taken care of and being in that soft girl life and being in that submissive shit. It comes with certain shit and dealing with a certain type of man and dealing with a certain type of thing.
That's what I'm saying.
So you think
you want to be taken care of? It's like having your cake and eat it too.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be taken care of, but I want to do what the fuck I want to do. It don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't get to be these motherfuckers that you think that get taken care of in the streets all the time, getting showered with gifts, ain't cooking for their man, ain't doing nothing for their man, you know what I'm saying, besides giving them head and fucking them. That's what they'll lead you to believe. My nigga take care of me because his pussy so good and he don't want to lose it. You not doing nothing else?
Do you think a woman having a lack of a good, solid core friendship that steers her in the right direction is a downfall? Would you date a woman that doesn't have a strong group of friends?
I have, and am. But I think that it definitely plays a role in, and not just women, just people in general. Like, if you got a bunch of motherfuckers who are unstable and are always like seeking out a good time. When I was just at Goodwin event, I looked at so many people who was just looking for the next event, and I was telling Mike, I'm like, damn, look at this nigga. He doing shit that we was doing at 20. You know what I'm saying? And he my age, or niggas that we went to school with, they ended up going from place to place, going to a hole in the wall, walking around in they club gear, sipping out a cup because they single and they still looking for that thrill that you should be past at a certain point. I don't even remember the question at this point, what you just asked. But the stable, yeah, I think you absolutely, it plays a role if you got, if I'm around successful men who take care of home, take care of their kids, our relationships, it's always around you. So it's not like you forced to live the same lifestyle as them. It just instills a certain behavior in you, a work ethic, a responsibility. You know what I'm saying? And I think the same should go for women. Like, if you got a bunch of women who sit around and think that they should be showered with scam gifts, I like to always say that because that's where they come from. Parade their body all over the internet all the time, want to be in a club, shaking their ass. Those are your friends. That's natural behavior. That's what you think is normal. So if your friends is doing that and Jonah Hill is stopping you from doing it, you feel like you're missing out on something. So you more so, it builds that rift within the relationship because, on one side, you feel like you're missing out on this, and this is fun,
Mm-hmm.
and you're keeping me from, you know what I'm saying, being unbalanced. So I think having a healthy foundation with friends helps build character, or helps when it comes to the character of the person within the relationship. It's real tough right now. I don't even know why. I think it's because I was drinking. Like, I'm really struggling with my words this episode. Like, I'm like, why do I keep fumbling with my fucking words, bro? It's another late one, too. Just so you know, or what time is it? Oh, yeah, it's a late one. That's what it is. That's what it is. What you think?
I agree. I always think both sexes need a good, strong group of friends, or if not friends, just somebody that they can go bounce ideas off of. That's going to give them real advice, what they really should do if they're in the right or in the wrong, and all of that. I don't think your group of people, your brain trust, the people that you know, your consigliere or whatever. I think that has to be strong on both ends for you to become successful and make it. Because otherwise, you're gonna be bouncing ideas off of idiots who
brainless motherfuckers.
Yeah, and then as you elevate in life, you need to be around and surround yourself with people who are, again, the same type of conversation, who are on your level and trying
I want to say something, but they gonna know I'm talking about them if I say it.
You try to do the same type of things that you try to do. Otherwise, you running in circles. Because again, I can't talk to you about certain things.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I noticed when you try to get your life together and get shit in order, you really notice the people around you. You be like, you ain't shit. You
negative. You like,
yeah, like
you like I can't excel with the mindset that you got. You know what I'm saying? And if your judgment is always cloudy, you be like, man, you could be cool, but niggas that we knew when we was at AMC, like you be like, bro, your ass ain't evolved into nothing yet. You know what I'm saying? Something. I'm not judging you on financials. I'm not judging you on nothing, but just like character, bro. Like, what the fuck you doing with yourself? I take pride in seeing people that I don't give a fuck, but just to know where I was 10 years ago to where I am now, just mentally. I ain't even talking about like financially or none of that type of shit. Just mentally, bro. Like the shit that like the level of maturity. And I'm still immature as fuck. But just the growth from that point, you should have some type of growth. You want to see that. But if you just still stagnant, you got these type of motherfuckers that's still around you, and there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong if that's what you like to do every weekend. Get with the guys, get 2/5, get drunk as hell, slurred speeches, rambling on rants on your fucking phone or whatever you're doing. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you still doing that shit 10 years later, something missing, bro. Like, unless you just saying, hey, this is my life, I'm happy with this, I can't knock you for it, but it's just so much, like, and that's what I'm saying. In the same breath, they can be saying they living life, nigga. You the one ain't. You in the house with kids.
So would you knock Jonah Hill for his
No, I don't.
Called him like emotionally abusive and all that type of stuff.
Nah,
like
I understand why she's saying that though.
Mentally abusive and all that type
I know why she's saying that, because I probably could be the same way.
Yeah.
You probably could be the same way. Mm-hmm. So it's just our words can be received as insensitive sometimes because the way we deliver our message. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? So like,
do you think that's a good way of something to say, to run down with a woman, your relationship, what you want?
I think that was fine what he said, but he probably said that in different ways before. That why she would say it. Like I would say things like that and it would be received as mean, but you like, okay, I should just worded that differently. You know what I'm saying? So like, I think he took time and worded that shit right, but he definitely is probably emotionally abusive because he probably says those things to her. You know what I'm saying?
When you go find what he said, I was reading in his super bad character voice the whole entire time.
All you could do is read it in
I was
Jonah's
reading
voice.
in that, and it came out funny as hell because he kept saying, he was using the white words like, what you're doing is inappropriate, and this is not okay, it's not cool. I was just reading all that shit in that voice. I'm like, that's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why can't he feel like something's inappropriate? I'm grown. It's still inappropriate. Why the fuck? This is a relationship. It's not a one-way thing. So we gotta compromise. We gotta meet in the middle on things. If we can't communicate about shit, then it's no point in doing it. So like, if I'm verbally telling you something I'm not comfortable with, and I feel like it's within reason. All right, well, give me a counter.
Question just popped into my head.
Go ahead.
Due to social media, do you think that do you think relationships are harder for men or women now due to social media? Which one do you think is harder I don't want to use the wrong word and say to be in a relationship.
I got you.
But who do you think trying to be in a relationship is harder for men?
It's harder to maintain a relationship for the man with social media. It's harder
not because of social media,
right?
Not like that, but
because the effects of social media,
due to social media being so prevalent in the world today.
Right.
Who do you think is harder to try to maintain a successful relationship or even get into a relationship, a man or a woman?
A man. Okay. Now I say it's more harder for them to maintain one. Okay. It's harder for a woman to
find a real one?
faithful within one. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Or not constantly find reasons.
Why it's hard for a woman to be faithful?
All right, let me not say faithful.
No, go ahead. I don't want to interrupt your point.
Yeah, let me not say faithful.
That's sluts. We all know that.
That's not what I'm saying. You never let me finish.
You're right.
Because I'm using poor choice of words. What I'm saying is not unfaithful. What I'm saying is constantly find things to
distract them from the relationship.
Not even distract. That point out,
pull them away,
what's missing inside of their own. So if I'm constantly seeing things that the man can improve on, no man is gonna be perfect. No man, I'm not gonna say, let me give a percentage. Let's say 60%. 60% of men need to, you're not gonna just go and seek what the issues are with your woman. You're not gonna keep, it's so many things at their disposal, at that, you know what I'm saying, at the drop of their hand that they can constantly find and see to where it's like, well, I don't have that. Or that's not there. You know what I'm saying? Or it makes motherfuckers have access to it. So it's easy for a motherfucker who she may find attractive. Mm-hmm. They may find her attractive. It's always that person out there. We can see a lot of bitches who be like, damn, she bad. You can send it to your guy. You can jump in her DM. She gonna leave your ass in her DM. When your girl responds to that nigga, it's intriguing. It's just like Steph Curry wife. I'm responding to the DM. So it could be the conversation. It's what's in the moment. This nigga always has access to your woman. This is a different dynamic when it comes from men and women. You know what I'm saying? I think the average nigga. Now, if you just a nigga that's a usher ass nigga, it's different. All right, I can go through my DM and take a pic just like the woman. Us, we have to be selective about our DMs. When a motherfucker send you a friend request and it's a girl, she cute, you be like, who is this? Well, I know you from. Right? I know you do it. You go look, see. Natural, no intent. You want to see who the fuck it is. Right. If it's a big mama jammer, who you like, who the fuck is this? I might just leave you there. I might not even go look. You know what I'm saying? Women have that all the time. Women probably get 20, 30 DMs, friend requests a day.
Why do you think it's harder for a man to maintain a relationship?
Because that's what I'm saying. Because you have to always stay on your toes. You got to keep things fresh.
Yes, you've always had to do that.
You do, but it's even harder. No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Before social media, they got to keep things.
How many miserable marriages do you know, man?
Those are bad marriages.
No, it's because it's not because I. True.
I
think it's harder because it's too many things at a woman's disposal. There's too many things that it's so many things you have to fight. You got to fight so many temptations and all those type of things that a woman has at her disposal.
So because of social media, relationships became harder for which sex, man or woman?
Man.
Why do you say that?
I just told you.
Because the man has to worry about the whole world having now access to his woman.
On top of her being exposed visually to
what life outside of your cage is like.
It cannot be a cage. It could be, let's say if she see a motherfucker who traveling all the time. Y'all may not have the funds to travel all the time. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Y'all may take one trip a year. You know what I'm saying? They may see this bitch constantly taking trips. You know what I'm saying? What is she doing? Why I ain't doing that? Hairstyles. I need my shit done. Mm-hmm. Nigga, you gotta keep, you know what I'm saying? Keep on toes. It ain't just about getting nail polish and feet and shit no more, bro. It's so many things. Concerts. Things that and that's taking your woman out. You can do it. Now as a man, You doing that. Now I got all these bitches on here talking about how, what you call it, soft life. I'm living soft life, and she working her ass off. But she looking at this motherfucker, who she probably feels she looks better than, being catered to, being taken care of. Now you got your ass in the DM, who known for being this type of nigga. I pay for it. I'll do this. I'll do that. You know what I'm saying? You a threat. It's several threats. And you got to constantly be up against the fence as a man.
It's the same thing.
It ain't the same. You know it. Not for 60, I said 60% of
Ass
niggas.
all around.
Don't mean you got access to it.
If it comes to your DM,
If it come to your DM.
it's all up. All,
How many friend requests?
Go on Instagram and start scrolling up. It's all nothing but women.
How many friend requests and DMs do you get a day?
From a random woman.
Period. You, for you.
From friends, a lot.
A day.
From friends,
A day.
maybe 15.
You get 15 friend requests a day?
You know, friend requests. No, not friend requests. You said DMs.
I ain't just somebody if you writing just random DM, not motherfuckers you
I
sharing
don't get any
reels.
DMs today. I don't
Right.
get no DMs.
That's what I'm trying to get at. Okay?
What are you talking about?
And friend requests.
No, I don't get any.
How many do you think your woman get
I'm not
a
sure.
day?
It depends if they're prevalent on social media.
Even if she ain't. You think it's zero?
No, it's probably not. It's maybe one.
Exactly.
Depending on what her picture is. What
You
her,
can't compare.
what her profile picture is. You can't compare.
Yeah. Fuck the profile picture. She got, how many friends you got? 200? How many she got? It's double. It's always double, at least.
She's a woman. Women are more friendly and have more.
Answer my question for me, man.
But so
Talk to your constituents.
I'm saying though, but the same thing that you said about
It's not the same.
Is all that temptation and everything is the same temptation that's there for a man.
Yeah, you could jump in the DM and be left there.
Right.
They can jump in the DM and get a
But
response.
a 5 or a 6 can jump in your DM and you gonna smash. And then always gotta be you. Not always looking for the 8s and 9s to jump your DM. Some average girls who be like, oh shit, hey, how you doing? Okay, I'll take you that easy.
Oh,
There's girls out there.
I don't say that.
I'm just saying, huh? You like, I gotta keep you on the team.
Sing with me.
You a 6'7". You gonna be there on the dry night. I'm gonna keep you there. Your girl
A
know
woman
that.
has 10 of
But
those.
your girl, it don't matter how many she got.
It does matter.
But-
It's harder for you.
Okay, but she can still say the same thing for you.
She
That's all
can.
I'm
Technically, she can say the same thing, but it's not the same. She has a pick of a litter. You got a motherfucking, who you still stand by? And I'm gonna just keep drinking and drinking and drinking and drinking and drinking to go wrestle with your ass tonight.
I don't know. I don't want to say men. I think relationships became harder for women with social media.
To stay in one.
Relationships, period. To find one, to build one, to
Why?
stay
You think it's hard to find one?
for a woman.
Elaborate. You just say anything. Talk to me right now. Tell me. I'm gonna like this blunt.
Why don't you think it's
No. I asked you a question. You ain't asking me no more. You tell me why it's harder for a woman to find a relationship with social media.
Because most men on social media are just after women for sex.
They know that?
When they DMing women.
What do they know that?
Well, now because, like you say, because of social media,
What's
I
their
got
DM?
access to you as dicks. So as a woman, I gotta weed through dicks like I'm like Jonah Hill, just drawing big dicks all over the place. So, and I go in my DMs, I gotta weed through all these dicks to find a good guy. Or a guy may come on strong, hey, I like you, I want to take you out. Okay, cool. Then the next DM is an attachment, his cock, next to a bottle of Stella Rosa. Like, what are you trying to show me here, sir?
Air freshener can.
Yeah, like.
You niggas, man, y'all wow. I was doing that shit in my early 20s. I ain't gonna lie. I did Yahoo chat, send some dick pics out. Yeah. Early, young.
You don't know who you sending.
Young adolescent. You didn't know. I didn't know. You still did it. The red light ain't on. Was the battery dying?
It is on. What are you talking about?
Oh, I'm blind as fuck. Is the battery light on? No, that's a TV show. Tell me I'm blind. What episode is this? You look small in the episode, man. We're putting on them Arby's. Eat that fucking Arbyes.
What are you trying to say?
Eat that fucking Arby's, man. Look.
It's on the same side.
Nah, you don't. Wait till you go back and look. Look at this one. And look at that one. But
It's the vest, man.
G on the vest. Look. Nigga think he 50 tonight. You telling me that it's hard for a woman to be in a relationship or get in a relationship because of social media?
Yes. I think it's
She got
hard.
all these motherfuckers. You telling me because she has to have integrity and weed through it, and I'm gonna find a man. I'm not gonna be silly. I'm not gonna stop this shit, man. You talk to women all the time, and they act like they are naive.
It's hard to find seriousness on the internet. Because
They act like they naive to that.
But the same
You
thing,
saying that they act like they don't see it the
but
same way you
from a
do.
woman's perspective, they can say the same thing. Just how you think that women are going around trying to.
They can. They say what the fuck they want.
And all that. Like, is it more people walking around here trying to be Young Miami, or is it more niggas walking around here trying to be Dirk and Lil Baby and Young Boy?
Stay out they DM.
I'm saying, is it more copycats of the Young Miamis, or is it more copycats of
It's
the
equal.
drill era?
It's equal, but I think it's more so. It's more.
It's card cracking, it's scamming. Ain't nothing real anymore.
Yeah. So you know the niggas that's real.
Mhm.
You know it.
But then
It's hard for you to find a woman that's real.
But then because of social media, now all men portray a woman in their mind as a certain type of woman. So now I have to break this image that you have of women being sluts and whores and
That's not true.
opportunists
That's
because
not
of
true.
social media.
That's not true. That's not how all men. You a fucking liar.
I'm just speaking.
You don't. I don't even think that.
I'm just speaking the truth.
So you look at these
You
women.
do think that you solely because of the way social media is, it has warped your view of a woman. So as a woman
Mm-hmm.
trying to navigate through the world now with the world view,
What type of woman?
any type of woman.
That's not any type of woman. You're not putting that on me. No.
It's any type of woman.
The woman
I'm not
who's
putting it on
posting.
you. I'm saying the way that the world views women nowadays is so
No.
fucking warped.
No.
Because of social media. It's
No.
harder for them.
No. Women do them to themselves. Nobody made them this way. They did this to themselves.
The view.
I just talked about Sexy Red. This bitch got on the song and said, yeah, I can't rap, but I'm a good hoe. They think this shit is normal. They're normalizing this, not us.
1% of the population.
All right.
And you making it to all of it. How many women out of Chicago?
1% of these bitches.
How many out of if it's 30 million women in Chicago, how many of them women do you think are like Sexy Red?
30 million in Chicago?
I'm just giving you a thought. I don't know.
All right, so let's say 30 million in Chicago.
How many of them 30
How many of them bitches are Sexy Reds? At least 15 million.
15 million?
Yeah. Half of the population
Half of the women in Chicago you think
Yes.
are sluts.
thinks like Sexy Red.
She's a slut.
You said that. I said that mindset.
Which is
15 million.
Which is a slut mindset.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You think half the women in... So would that equate on a larger scale to the world? You think half the women in the world think like
Yep.
have a slut mindset?
Yep. Yep. Just like they would say about men. How many men? If you ask a woman that shit, 30 million men, how many you think they'll say? 30. That's what they gonna say. They're gonna be ignorant and discredit niggas who they know aren't that way.
Okay.
Right? So I think half. Cause it's hard to find a small percentage of women who do carry themselves. Now, if you ask me, because you still gotta factor in the women who I talk about that's in their 30s and 40s with no kids, no man, standards through the fucking roof, ain't even me. This is the thing too. A bitch have this high expectation, this high bar of what you gotta do as a man, but they don't gotta bring nothing to the table. It don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? So you got the expectations that's through the roof, but then you're not even meeting half of your standards. So that's what I'm saying. It's a reason why you are still that way. So not all women think like hoes. Women that think like that. But they got a standard for themselves, but it's too fucking high. You know what I'm saying? And not saying you should lower your standards by no means. But what I'm saying is you should get a small dose of reality. I always say this to women. I'm looking at this camera and say this. When you are in your 40s or you in your late 30s and ain't no man put a baby in you, tried to marry you, it's a problem. It's a problem with self. You need to, you gotta look in the mirror, figure out what it is about you to why you haven't been able to be successfully in a relationship, or unless you just don't want to have kids, that's different.
I say, what if that's her choice?
That's different. I'm not, so that's why I had to say that, because I knew that would be the counter. I'm talking about women who want a family.
Mm-hmm. But can't find one.
But can't have one.
Why can't they find one?
Because, I don't know, it's something about them.
What about them?
It's a red flag somewhere. Flag on the plate. Motherfuckers 30 throwing a flag. You know what I'm saying? And these are women who have been in few relationships who have sex like wild animals and try to be in denial of it. I know them. We be like, why you acting like you holier than thou? You get dick down, but you got this bar through the roof. But this nigga ain't she tearing your ass off. You know what I'm saying? But you want to come and sit across the table from a motherfucker on a date and tell them what all your expectations are. And you gonna sit across from them and look at them and be like, excuse me? This will be the last date we go home.
Why?
Right.
Why can't
You doing it.
Why can't you meet her expectations?
Because I'm talking about that woman you sitting across from her.
Right.
You can meet her expectations, but you gotta want to meet her expectations.
Right.
She gotta meet you, she gotta be bringing something to the table too. You sitting across this motherfucker barking orders telling me what I should be doing as a man and what you looking for. This you. But what do you bring to the table? What are you bringing? You know what I'm saying? And it don't even just gotta be financially. What do you offer besides the pussy? You know what I'm saying? Which probably ain't the best. 90% of the time, it ain't the best from them women.
So half women are sluts.
Yeah, polluted vagina. It ain't the best.
So half these women,
Boring sex, all that.
half of them, and then out of the half,
Yeah, you probably got like
14 million of them got bad pussy. And it stinks.
not 14 million.
90%.
1.5. No, I didn't say
That's
90%. You stay putting words in my mouth. It's 30.
Okay, why'd you
It's
say-
30 million. Well, let me correct myself.
You said
Pardon me.
90% has got bad
No. 90% of those 35 to 40-year-old women. Not the women in general, motherfucker. I'm talking about the ones that can't find a man or a baby.
35 to 40?
30 million women.
Okay.
15 are whores. Okay? 15 million.
Right.
1.5 is that 30 to 40 range with the high standard with the bad pussy.
Okay.
That's them. Somewhere in between, there's a lot of good women in there.
So if you between 30 and 40, never been proposed to, never had kids.
35 to 40. I'm gonna give them an extra 5 years. I'm gonna give them their early 30s.
Okay.
To still find themselves.
So if you hit 35 and no kid, no marriage, no abortion, no nothing.
You shouldn't be having abortions. But yeah, it's a
got
red flag.
White vagina.
No. It's a red flag about self.
Got it.
Okay?
Anything else, man?
I got nothing else. Give me a hallelujah in this motherfucker.
Dude,
How many TV shows did you watch?
You gotta agree with me.
All the way out?
I'm speaking facts up on this motherfucker.
You say so bad.
You know what I'm saying? You keep lying to yourself. You talk to me off camera. We can talk off camera. I just seen this ignorant motherfucker post something about. I'm so sick of seeing y'all ignorant ass post about Google. Get off the internet. Who you talking to? Who are you asking these? Who you telling this to? You know you seen some of these posts, right? I know you seen a couple of them.
About what?
This Google check or some shit. Get off the internet. Who you talking to? I seen a couple of them. I'll talk about it off the air.
You right. Let's get
wanna
out of
feel
here with
about
these two
Let me
questions.
get that lighter.
Real quick. Plies versus Juvenile in the verses.
Juvenile.
Unbiasedly, Plies versus Juvenile.
Juvenile. The fuck you talking about?
What are you gonna play with Busted Baby? Come on.
I don't give a fuck. That's Fly's best song? Or Shorty?
I'm asking you what he's playing. You always trying to mistwist words. What is he playing when Busted Baby come on?
Wait. He playing what he featured too, right?
Who, Juvie?
Yeah.
That's what play.
He playing Project Chick.
Okay. Plenty money.
I don't even know what that song is.
What's in my pocket, dog? Big face harness.
He can play Hunt for that.
Okay. I am the club.
I don't know that one.
Shawty.
Shorty his biggest hit. He got to bring back that ass up for that one.
Okay. You know he's on all DJ Khaled shit. I'm so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, are you talking about features and
You can
all
play
that?
features. You can play whatever you want to play.
Oh, we could see. It's different because Plies, those are hits. So
It's a versus hits.
right, he got 5.
Who?
Plies probably got like 5 hits.
That's it, you think?
That's it.
Okay.
So
Wasted.
that's Gucci, ain't it?
He on it.
All right. So I gotta go think about some.
Ain't saying nothing. Him and Fat Joe. Plies on that.
I don't know that one.
No, you don't
I gotta go think
Plies
about.
like it.
I gotta go think about Juvie features. I gotta think of some Juvie because I can give you.
Nasty Girl with him and Ludacris.
Because I can give you Juvie songs, but they not as mainstream as those songs. Because it's a different era, it's a different time. You know what I'm saying? So like if I gave you like Set It Off,
Ran off on the plug twice.
if I give you Set It Off, what would they would Set It Off in this motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? I can give you that. I can give you Understand.
I'm just asking you. I'm just asking you. I'm not a.
I'll put a list together.
I'm not a big Juvie fan to know, and I'm not the biggest Plies fan. But I just wanted to bring that to you. See
Hold
what
on.
what you.
I'm sorry. Pardon me. What song you said for the first one? Buzz It Baby?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Juvie. I'm gonna play Slow Motion. I'm sorry.
For Buster Baby?
Yeah, I'm gonna play Slow Motion.
Who winning that though?
Slow Motion.
Slow motion better
Yeah.
than Buster Baby?
Slow Motion. Yeah, I got Rodeo.
Be serious now.
I'm being serious. Slow Motion.
You think the mass constituents of the world, everybody in that audience,
Slow
gonna
motion.
take Slow Motion over Buster Baby?
Yeah. Slow Motion. You overrate Bust It Baby.
You overrated Slow Motion.
Slow Motion got that shit. What else? You said the other ones. I got Know Your Clap. I forgot about Know Your Clap. See, that's after he left Cash Money. So I wasn't trying to like, yeah.
Okay, whatever.
What you mean, whatever? Okay, yeah.
Move on past that.
Let's move on.
Last question, man. Do you think it's harder to score 15 points in the NBA? Do you see that thing that's going around? Do you think you do that? You got 48 minutes in the NBA to score 15 points to get 20 million. Or you can just take 1 million up front.
What's the team we
It
playing?
don't fucking matter. Why you always gotta ask all these
Because
fucking
defense
questions?
matter.
It don't fucking matter.
I can score
you on
15
the court
points.
for 48 minutes. You think you can score 15 points against the NBA team?
No.
So you taking that 1 million going out the door?
Yeah, I can't score 15.
You don't think you score 15 in your prime?
No.
Wow.
No.
15?
No.
That's 5 points. That's 5 a quarter. That's not even 5. That's 3 points a quarter.
It's motherfuckers in the NBA that'll kill you on the court, bro.
Nigga,
That
that's
can't
3
score
points.
15 points.
That's 3 points.
No. You think you can score 15
You
points?
fucking right. I can score 15 points.
All right.
NBA game.
Yeah.
I can get off 3 threes in a quarter. I'm gonna fire that motherfucker up. In a quarter.
You know, you-
I'm shooting from Steph Curry range. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. 15?
Now if I got unlimited shots,
48 minutes.
I got unlimited
I'm
shots.
gonna go for 48 minutes.
All right, yeah, I can do it. Unlimited shots. Just fucking just firing away. Yeah, I can hit 5 threes.
Okay.
I guarantee you, I can hit 55 threes.
That's what I'm
man.
saying. You the one that said you can't.
Because I'm thinking that within the.
I think it's people say it's blasphemy to say that you can score 15 points on an NBA player. I think any basketball player who knows how to
Catch and
play
shoot.
basic basketball to think that someone can keep you scoreless or keep you under 15 points a game. I don't give a fuck. I look at this camera and say it. All these NBA players, you is fucking. When Steph Curry fails to score 15 points in a game, like this is an anomaly. Like, let's be serious here. He's having an off night. Maybe he just don't want to play. But to think that you had something to do, Marcus Smart, with your defense, that's the reason why this man didn't score 15. Like, knock it off. Let's be serious here. So to think that in your prime and you just out there hooping that I can't put up 15 points, are you fucking kidding me? 48 minutes, I can play the whole game, score 15.
When you think about them stats, I think it was
Knock it
like
off.
Jordan, LeBron, AI, Kobe, motherfuckers who had them streaks where they was like at least score at least 10 points in the game. And Iverson that shit didn't happen to him until he got to Memphis. And then LeBron,
But my question is, 15 points in the NBA or 60 minutes to score a touchdown? Which way do you think is harder? In both scenarios, the offense is running through you to get you your touchdown. So
probably the touchdown.
it's harder.
Yeah, the touchdown is probably harder. You know what I'm saying? Because it takes a lot more Now we on a red zone, and you just constantly coming in for 3 plays.
No, just you
Yeah.
playing a whole 60 minutes. So
Nah, it's hard to score a
whole
touchdown.
NBA game, 15 points. Whole NFL game, 1 touchdown. Or a whole baseball game, 1 home run.
I'm taking
Against
the
MLB pitchers.
basketball.
That's the way you go for the
Yeah,
15.
hell yeah.
You don't think you can hit a home off
I definitely can hit a home run.
off an MLB pitcher?
Hell yeah.
Motherfucker throwing 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, I get that.
Okay.
Nah, wait.
So why would you
100
take
mile.
that?
100 mile an hour.
No, you
No.
facing Shohei Ohtani,
So this
James DeGrom, all them motherfuckers.
I ain't hitting that. No.
So you ain't taking that bet?
No.
In your heyday, you
Not a homer.
Terrence thought he could go to the
No,
MLB.
not a homer. That's elite. Hold on, wait a minute. That's elite pitching. So let me tell you something. Elite pitching is like
CC.
Hall of-
CC in his heyday.
he lefty. I had no chance unless he threw me a fastball. Now fastball is a difference. Power. I can get a base hit. Now if you said get a base hit off of the best, I can do that. A home run is
I
different.
think anybody can get a base hit off something.
I guarantee you can't.
That's making contact.
I
with
bet
the
you
ball.
couldn't get a base hit off Shohei Ohtani.
I can make contact with the ball.
All right.
Listen. This is one. Out of 9 innings, I'm gonna get the rhythm of what he's doing. Out of 9 innings, if I get it,
He got like 8 pitches.
If I get an at bat each inning, I'm gonna hit one.
So, all right, so you're a baseball
I'ma hit
player.
one.
All right, so you're a baseball player. So what's your approach to the plate? All right, that's your stance. Is you gotta have an approach. So like you saying you going up against Ohtani.
Swing, batter, swing, batter, swing.
So I'm trying to coach you right now. You ain't trying to listen to me. So what's his best pitch? All right, so you got to know that. So it's fastball. So you throw like 100 mile an hour fastball. So you got to know what's within your realms of being a hitter. So like you got to know what your weakness is too. So if you know you can't hit an off-speed pitch, well, I can't hit a curveball, which is my hardest pitch to hit. So that may be his best pitch. If I know you can't hit that, I'm gonna throw that shit every at bat. You know what I'm
Eventually, I'm
saying?
gonna catch the rhythm. I'm gonna hit that motherfucker.
And you can't. You got to sit on it. That's called sitting on the pitch.
Right.
So now I know you sitting on it. Now I'm throwing you a fastball. Now you
Smack
late.
that motherfucker.
So
'Cause
you
I'm
got
gonna
to
switch it up.
But that's what I'm saying. And so that's your approach to the plate.
Mental chess, yeah.
So you gonna say, all right, first at bat. So how I would go into an at bat with Ohtani, I would say every at bat, I'm sitting on the fastball. I'm not looking for nothing else. If you throw me fucking, if I got 5 at bats and you throw me curveballs every at bat, you're gonna strike me out. Cause I got one pitch I'm sitting on when it comes to you, because I know I'm gonna lay into that one. Cause you may not get that curve.
So you think it's impossible to hit a home run off of?
It's not impossible.
But
But that's the hardest to do.
You scoring a touchdown?
I think that's harder. Yeah. For a regular motherfucker,
You could be a wide receiver and motherfucker slipper. You can run a good route.
you could. But then that's technique. That's
It's
just like
easy- it's easy
plate
money.
approach. Basketball, if you can shoot, you can just shoot.
Okay.
You ain't gotta really have no techniques and shit.
I think it is easy. I go basketball, baseball, football.
Okay.
I think I wham that motherfucker out the park. I'm sorry.
Have you ever hit a home run in your life?
Off of you.
Give yourself a joke. Give yourself a joke. Give yourself a joke. Give yourself a joke. Ground rule, dog.
What did y'all play with South Park?
Yeah, it was a
I
lie.
broke a fucking window out there.
Now you taking shit too far.
Motherfucker went over the fence and broke a window.
You should have cut the music on when you said that shit, because that's a damn lie. But I promise you, let me tell you something. You talk about heydays or whatever, it could be your prime years of your life. You wouldn't even tip the ball. I promise you off me, you wouldn't even touch it. I promise you. I put money on that shit. I put a check on that shit. Now, I go out there right now and strike your ass out. You wouldn't touch the ball.
How many bats I get?
How many at bats you need? Give you 6 at bats.
How many is it? 9
3
in the
strikes. You know you get like 4. If you're at the top of the lineup.
Game? So 4, that's 12. So that's 12 pitches.
Yeah.
If you think you can strike me out with 12 pitches?
I will strike your ass out. I promise.
How much?
How much you want to bet?
How much you want to bet?
We can put 100.
100 on
We
it?
can put 100 on it.
Okay.
Me right now. Bet all this shit. I will strike your ass
What's
out.
the strike out? So if I make contact with the ball, you lose. Right?
That's a foul.
No.
No.
I'm not talking about it going. I'm talking about.
I said prime. You wouldn't tip
said
the ball.
today. You said
No.
today.
Prime. You wouldn't
you
tip.
said today.
Today you wouldn't get a hit.
You said strike me out.
Today you wouldn't get a hit.
I gotta make contact.
No, you can't just make contact.
I know-
Anybody can make contact.
I know baseball.
You got to get a hit. That's a foul.
I know. I'm
You
not
can tip
baseball.
the ball.
I'm not saying I knock it back behind me. I'm saying make contact, put the ball in play.
Oh yeah.
You don't think I can do that?
No way.
Okay.
No way. You not. You won't get a base hit, bro.
Hey man, we gonna see.
And I'm just gonna give your ass all fastballs.
Okay.
I ain't throwing nothing
That's
else.
fine.
Cause you hit a lob.
Oh, wait.
You know what a lob is, right? When the motherfucker say, "Here it comes," and throw it up. I'm gonna strike your ass out.
What that was.
You crazy as a motherfucker.
You got there, give it your all. By the seventh pitch, that fastball gonna be real slow.
I promise you, all right?
I'm gonna knock that motherfucker out the park.
You think so?
I'm giving you too much credit by the seventh.
And you giving me too less credit.
Around the fourth, you're gonna be all right.
All right, so if that happens, then I'm gonna throw your ass some other stuff. It ain't gonna be a curve.
You don't know nothing else.
Who don't?
Slider.
You crazy as hell.
With those splitter.
All right. I'm gonna call. We can make some calls if you want to know my pitch selection.
Whatever.
All right, you think I can? You think I
I
can?
don't care
only
what
throw
your
either?
pitch selection is. If you think you can throw a fucking baseball to be 12 times, I'm not gonna hit you out your fucking
I
mouth.
bet you. You
Not
gonna
your
be buying me a half.
We'll see.
That's what's gonna be happening. You gonna be buying me a half. You crazy. Let me see.
Episode 124 of the Straight Gas Movie Podcast. I am D Block. To my left is Dale, the Truth Teller. Follow him at Dale227 on all platforms.
226.
226 on all platforms. Follow me at Deshaun0307 on Instagram. No, Twitter. TheBlock1203 on Instagram. Straight_gas_homie on Instagram and YouTube. My name is my name on Facebook. Got anything else, guy?
Nope. Go subscribe, comment on the pod. Appreciate you. This guy's sick
I'm sick.
because he really think that he could get a base hit. And we played football. You couldn't do nothing in that either.
In terms of what?
You couldn't score on me.
You not faster than me.
I don't gotta be
And your
faster than you,
footwork
and
not
I
faster
am.
than me.
I am faster than
We
you.
had the designated quarterback going back there saying height.
Yeah.
And the route I run, you think you can stay with me?
Bro, I am like, it ain't just about,
think you
I
that-
am skilled,
Think
bro.
you that fleet of foot that you can stay with me?
See, you so focused on speed, you can be fast.
Once I stop and go again, and then
Then
cut to
what?
the left.
You gonna create separation?
Yeah.
I can break on the ball. You can do all that shit. I'm giving you cushion for that.
I'm gonna stand. You gonna think. Then I'm gonna turn. I'm gonna go the other way.
You think it's gonna be that easy?
I'm a boop boop. I'm a boop boop.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be right with your ass.
No, you ain't gonna be able to plant. You gonna slip and slide. I'm
You
going.
crazy.
Touchdown.
Then you gonna guard me?
That's easy. That's easy money, man.
I'm
faster than you.
I really know how to run routes.
I'm faster than you though.
What the fuck that mean?
And I got better agility than you.
No, you do not. You fucking sick.
Side to side.
I will fucking score you so fast.